Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you in part by Ford, built for life in Canada. By Strauss Herb Company, makers of the original Strauss Heart Drops, when only the best will do. And by Scott Paper Limited, proud sponsor of curling for 25 years.
Well, Kevin Martin finds himself in a position where he's at 3 losses and would be in danger of being eliminated should he lose another one, as we say good morning, Canada, and welcome back to TSN's continuing coverage of the Canadian Curling Trials. Linda Moore and Ray Turnbull alongside, and while it's not the last draw, it's a very important draw for some of these teams.
Oh, it's huge. You know, if you can finish off this day, 2 big games for the men today, and setting yourself up right now for a position for the playoffs is all important.
All right, let's meet these 2 teams that we'll be watching closely. It's brought to you by True Value Hardware. Help is just around the corner. And the Gushue team out of the St. John's Curling Club, Jamie Korav, Russ Howard, Mark Nichols, and the skip Brad Gushue. And from the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton, Don Bartlett, Carter Rycroft, Don Walchuk, and the skip Kevin Martin. They're playing on sheet A. It is an early morning. It's just past 8:30 Halifax time. Not many people in the stands, and so you wonder just how it might affect the ice.
Should we introduce the people in the stands?
You know where they are. They're home and watching.
The ice has been fantastic all week, and I expect it to be the same. I think you'll see the curl a little bit earlier this morning, but the boys from the Rock, Brad Gushue, and that young team have been fantastic, but they're going to have to, they'll get their test today because Kevin Martin isn't about to just pull the sheets over his head.
Brad Gushue playing the Red Stones. And Martin the yellow, Gushue with the hammer here in the first.
And you said good morning to Canada. I think a little special good morning to those who are in British Columbia and in particular Alberta to get up to watch Kevin Martin that early in the morning with a little cup of coffee in the living room. Hello, and thanks for joining us. And it is such a big matchup between these 2 teams. Kevin Martin is quite aware of how well Brad Gushue and the rest of his team have played so far.
Hard, guys. Yep. Way back. Right back, right back. Hard.
And this is an interesting thing. We have not seen this, I would say, the entire week. Center guard goes up, and Russ Howard is playing to the wide side, keeping things well away from that guard to start the end.
Well, it's obvious is what they've decided is that they don't want to be bunching and grouping the stones in the 4-foot area to let Kevin Martin work with the big weapon he has, which is the big weight and the ability to be able to move stones around. So this is a predetermined plan. I'm sure Russ and Brad have talked about it. How's that for an early roll?
Much of the focus the entire week on the 2 front runners in John Morris and Brad Gushue, and this is how it works for them. They meet in the last draw tonight, and then of course it could be determined there, but Gushue really must win both games to finish first. And remember here at these trials, unlike the national championships where 4 teams make the Page playoff, here at the trials is just the top 3.
Make sure you get it out. Attaboy.
The teams at 2 losses include Pat Ryan, Jeff Stoughton, and they can, with wins in both their last draws, get into a tiebreaker.
Gotta go hard, guys.
Just a little hesitation there, eh? You
had to think about it for a second, yeah.
Hard, guys, for peace. Curls lots early in the game, Carter.
Now, in the past, we have said that past 2 trials, 97, 2001, anything more than 3 losses eliminates you. So you know that Martin is desperate right now. He needs to win. He needs to stay at 3 and needs to have Ryan and Stoughton come back to join him. A little more desperate for Glenn Howard. If he loses today, he's out. And then even if he manages to stay at 4, he needs a lot of help.
Line's good. Low 10. 4. Lots of room. 4. Light. Whoa. 4. Line's good. 4. Yep. Hard, guys. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Shot, Russ.
Kathy Gauthier's been with us the entire week, and I know you can't look past today in this draw, but I would think John Morris is looking ahead to possibly playing Gushue tonight.
Well, he is, and the really nice thing for John, I spoke to him before the game, is that we have commented over and over how relaxed, how loose that team seems to be in delivering. One of the things that he said is that they really wanted to put themselves in a position that they are today, that they're in the playoffs. And the nice thing that he said is that for tonight, yes, it's a huge game because it may determine first place, but we're playing loose, we're in the playoffs, we're exactly where we want to be, and ultimately, we and we alone control our own destiny.
And there you see John Morris. He is on the opposite side of the Metro Center playing Glenn Howard, and we'll keep you updated on all the games
You gotta go.
in this 8th draw of men's play.
Hard. You can go, Mark. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Gotta get center. Yep.
Trying to roll it as close as they can.
Hack, wait. Good shot.
Pretty nice shot making so far, and we're seeing that more open play, as we said, with that first rock going wide instead of around the center guard. We didn't see the angles and come arounds.
1-2.
So they're looking to position by hits and rolls.
And they got that roll. They played the inside-out shot there. Linda, they took the 6 and 7 inches of ice, and if you play the outside in, it runs very, very straight. You'd be on the edge of the stone. That we always talk about. We think maybe the rolls are a little easier to get when you play from the inside out, and then put the brushes into play. Both teams have great brushing.
Whoa. Off. Didn't curl like yours, Carter. Board.
Brad Gushue has the hammer in this first end. Still that lonely center rock on the center line.
Not heavy.
You saw Mark Nichols' numbers. We've seen amazing shots. Overall, his numbers are a little low, but he is on the plus side, so he does out-curl the opposition third more often than not. So he's making the right shots this week.
Well, he's made some sensational shots, especially in the game against Jeff Stout, of course. He's playing against one of the game's very best in Don Walchuk.
So light, I couldn't leave it much longer.
We'll have to have a big game here this morning.
Go. Yep. Did you like these morning draws, Linda?
As a player?
Yeah. Well, I know you're not liking it right now, but...
I was thinking, what are you talking about? You know, it wasn't so bad. I think one of the things about this week is it's a little more balanced schedule. When they get to the Scott tournament at Hearts and Briar, the schedule, you can be morning, afternoon, or afternoon and evening. It's a mixed kind of schedule. Here at least, Vic, you know exactly what you're doing, so the day before you can plan your day, get up at the right time, and eat that nutritious meal like you do.
Every other day, that's right. Every other day they would do 2-1 game. Today, the ladies just play their final round-robin draw this afternoon. You'll see that as well, as we have a 3-draw day for you here on TSN.
I wouldn't want
we've done that before, Vic.
We have.
Bumper! Yeah, hack up! Yep!
Difficult to get this little flip in behind that center guard. And all over the guard.
Ready, Brad? That's afraid of that. I like hitting open side there. You never
Mentioned the women's draw, their final round-robin draw. This will be our featured game when we are back with you at noon Eastern. That's 9 a.m. Pacific. And Shannon Clybrink at 3 losses against Stephanie Lawton. Lawton losing last evening to Sherry Madaw. And right now it is Kelly Scott from Kelowna alone in first place at 7-1. Women's play, 4 losses, very much part of the playoff picture right now. So it's going to be a very interesting final round robin draw for them.
Both pretty good, though.
It's a nice chance for Kevin to put some early pressure on Brad Gushue. Mark Nichols just a little light, maybe, or touch inside, Linda.
Yep. Could have been a combination of both. You heard Russ saying he really was trying to keep things open this first and roll away. But decided to play that quieter weight, and it got them caught. There's now 2 Martin stones in the rings, and Martin will try and cap the shot stone by putting up a guard.
Mine's good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean.
Yeah, if you happen to get unlucky, he's right there. Then you're drawn.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I got my weight.
Well,
You think there, half rock?
Yep.
Russ is
Gonna
right.
wait.
Russ is right. He's going to play the
Will
double.
that come up that much?
Yeah, well.
Okay. Half rock.
You heard Russ say, if you don't make it, he'll put another one right there on you. And you're drawn against 2.
But you did hear Brad say, just that voice, you could hear it.
Wow.
I've got my weight. I'm prepared to do that. He's just so confident right now.
And again, we point out the relationship that has developed between the 2. He knows what he's talking about. Look at that. It backs up just a little bit and in behind cover.
Good shot, Brad.
Live look, Morris and Howard, and again the importance of the game for Glenn Howard at 4 losses. Final stone on its way from John Morris, and he looked for the angle double, and it will be a steal of 1 for Glenn Howard in the first.
I went to get on the elevator the other night, and Brad and Russ came along, and I got off because these guys are on fire. I'm not going to go up. I'm not going up in the elevator with these guys. They're sizzling.
What a great shot.
Yep. I go hard. 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 Real hard. Hard.
Martin trying the run back, and will drive it by, and so it'll be a chance for 2. But that was the question mark coming in, how they would work together, Gushue and Howard. Indication right there, Linda, as we've seen all week.
Happy with that throw? Just
Howard skips. It's still Gushue's team. We saw it in that shot against Stoughton. He said, I know this shot. And now Howard, if he's skipping, it's his team. He says, no, I want you to play this. Backed off. You're doing that. Good indication right there again. Gushue said, no, I want to play this. Howard backed off again.
But you also have a young man who is so confident and so on, and whatever term you want to use, in the zone, he just feels, Vic, he's going to make them. And so Russ defers to that confidence last thrower. What can you say? He's making them all.
We're good.
You never ever switch or try and talk someone out of the. When you're on a roll, man, you're on a roll. And a lot of this game is gut feeling, stomach feeling. Percentages do matter, but he is hot, so you let him go.
And he scores his 2 as he makes the draw, Gushue, with the lead after 1. Now we want to take a quick look at the game between Mark Dacey and Jeff Stoughton. They're playing right beside, and you see Stoughton is playing the Yellowstones. He's lying 1, has the hammer against Mark Dacey. Dacey, the former Canadian champion from the Mayflower Club here in Halifax, eliminated from playoff contention, looking to play the spoiler against Stoughton out of the Charleswood Curling Club. At his front end, Gary Vandenberg on the right, Steve Gould on the left, and it's longtime third John Meade calling the line for 2. A good start there for Jeff Stoughton on a busy Thursday morning, the first of 3 today on TSN.
We've changed cars. Cottonelle over the years. Now we're giving it a softer name. Cottonelle is changing its name to Cashmere.
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the official mover of Canada's Olympic teams, AMJ Campbell is dedicated to exceptional personalized service. Our Olympic teams trust us with their valuables, so can you. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, your office, or do-it-yourself move. Call AMJ Campbell.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it. You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get out, get light, go curling!
A wide stance keeps you steady on your feet. So mounting the shocks outside the frame widen the stance of the Ford F-150. It's the first pickup to do this. Good luck knocking this off its feet. We keep thinking about tough because we want you to drive a Ford.
This is the famous Budweiser beer. We know of no brand produced by any other brewer which costs so much to brew and age. Our exclusive Beechwood aging produces the taste, the smoothness, and the drinkability you'll find in no other beer at any price. Bright, crisp, clean. This is Budweiser. This is beer.
For centuries, the Strauss family harvested herbs throughout Europe. Practicing herbalists, they've been handing their recipes and processes down through the generations. Seventh-generation herbalist Jim Strauss learned the craft at his grandmother's side, gathering and tasting herbs from the time he could walk. Today, the tradition continues with Jim's son, Peter. The Strauss Herb Company has over 50 unique herbal products, available across Canada and around the world.
Our featured game is on Sheet A, one of the outside sheets. On this early Thursday morning, let's read the ice now with Ray. And does the early morning mean something to the ice?
Yeah, I think you'll see the curl a little earlier today, Vic. We've talked all week about the fact that it breaks late, and it's still going to break big time. But I think that curl will start a little earlier out in this area here. So you have to watch that closely. And when you're hitting, for example, if you're hitting the stone and you're playing it from the outside in, it will run very straight. If you're playing it the other way, you'll be taking about 6 to 8 inches of ice someplace in that area there. But in all, I tell you, it's been perfect.
Yeah, congratulations to Hans Butrick out of Gimli, Manitoba, and his ice crew. They've done a wonderful job. Although he's quick to point out, the biggest help has come from
the big fella.
The big fella. It's been cold and dry for the most part. A couple of flakes here and there, but no snow so far. It's been the humidity's been down.
Victor, I noticed you're really on it tonight. You're up. You're sharp as a tack. Now remember, this is a 3-period game.
That's right.
I want you to be. You have to pace yourself a little.
I just stayed up all night.
Mine's good.
Yeah. There's a long way to go today.
Yep, hard line.
I want that same sparkle this evening.
We'll see who's sparkling more by the night. Yeah.
Wow.
So Gushue with the Redstones gets a couple in the first, and Kevin Martin playing yellow has the hammer here in 2.
Want to go here, Gerd?
Want a high one?
This is interesting because remember in the first end, Russ was hoping to keep things a little less complicated.
Yeah.
But with that Martin Stone coming short, it's tempting just to put another one out front.
More?
What a great start to make a double like that. I mean, Linda, you've played so much yourself and been in these pressure situations. You know, you really, when you get a start like that in any sport, I think it's true that you can carry you. So I mean, he's been hot all week, but what you make a double, then you get a draw for the 4 foot to get the extra point.
It's really important, Ray.
Let's check the ice times now. Brought to you by Ford, built for life in Canada.
Well, the consistency is the key word. We're talking about 14.5 seconds between the hog line. It's really been like that every morning draw. Peel 6 seconds, guard 16 seconds. It's just a dream for these curlers to be able to throw consistently all week with the same weight.
It's just been perfect.
Yep.
We talk about that peel weight as we see this quiet hit coming down. That 6 second peel is only at this kind of level. Normally we talk about peel weight as 7 seconds between the hog line, but we've seen a lot of really fast ones, especially from Kevin Martin.
I like this. Yeah.
Okay. Brad.
A lot of people across the country this morning watching this game, as we used to say, Vic, through their toes.
Just pulling that blanket up a little higher.
Tons room.
Whoa. What? No. Whoa, right off.
Whoa.
Whoa.
70.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, wait.
Leave it.
Just above T.
Hey, Russ.
Okay.
It did a lot of grinding as it came in. It looked like it was going to be too strong, and you heard them say they thought it was going to be back 4 foot.
Does that suggest something about the houses?
It's interesting because we thought it would be sliding a little better than that, so you're right, Vic. It looked like it was slowing more than perhaps yesterday in the house.
No, weight's good. Hard line. Tight.
Carter Rycroft.
Hard. Whoa. Yep.
Those couple of strokes that Russ laid on there really made quite a difference.
And he actually got the engine going first with a couple, and then just made sure he was ready to go.
I watched him the other day. I yelled at him. He was brushing in one of the practice sessions. Now, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what? He's anyone who's talked to him and has said he's just flat out having fun. Very reminiscent of the team he had with his brother.
Really?
6.
Peter
Line
Carter,
good.
Wayne Madaw, when they were
Line's real good.
much younger.
5.
Whoa. 6. Whoa. Off for line. 6. Off for line.
Oh, it's short of it.
Not yet.
We're still 6.
Yeah. High! Hey!
The weight was pretty close, just didn't curl.
July 3.
It didn't curl at all.
That's a very bad spot for that stone, and Mark knows it. They were taking a little chance because of that yellow one on the side of the 8 foot. They knew they had to get it in there partly covered.
Or down normal. On boards.
Yeah, you move that over 6 inches. Just tuck it in behind that guard. This end is setting up well for Gushue, but a good shot here can turn the whole thing around.
Heavy boards. Oh. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Tom Walchuk.
Yep. Whoa. Hard.
Trying to angle it back. Rycroft, Bartlett on the brush. Angle it back. When he got to the face of it and pushed it by.
Looking good.
And Gushue continues to lie 2 without.
Well, Don didn't quite get the double, but he does now have 2 in the house, and you can see Russ's concern. You'd love to try and protect, but you cannot afford to do it. There's a yellow run back on a double possibility. You don't want the big score against you after getting a nice deuce in the first.
You do leave him a good opportunity, though, to set up the possibility of scoring 2 back. Sometimes I think you have to, when you commit early like that, you maybe have to follow through. But
Wow.
I certainly do believe without the hammer getting the opponent rocks out of the rings, but this is an interesting situation now. He's looking for the roll.
No, he's going to sit right there. So Walchuk's going to get another chance.
And this is the kind he really likes. The first one was soft and over-curled a little bit. Now they'll play the big weight, get the double. And that was the only way to get at that red stone that was shot rock, is to have something set up to come off of.
Walchuk and his second.
Hard.
And again. Too thin.
Can't make a shot. He's got both shots, but that one's probably tougher, isn't it?
You don't see that very often.
Take that one there. Big trouble.
Just over-curled. With that weight, we normally don't see that kind of movement.
Yeah, but he taps to weave him in and freeze, and on the fourth and one.
Get real cute.
Yeah.
His shooter's gonna roll out.
Then he's got that even, yeah. It's
Well,
kind of, I don't mind guarding this one. My guard, if you guard this one, what's he doing?
He's probably playing a hackway tap-tap.
For one, might set up a double for us, and he's got nothing anywhere else, unless he's got the double raise here off of red guard.
You like guarding this one?
Well, that's my instinct, because it's, if we guard that, he makes it good. He's got two buried, we just guarded it.
Okay.
You know he's going to try it.
Okay.
I like that, Brad. What do you like?
Yeah, I like it. What turn do you like?
They talked about getting real cute.
We got to go pretty wide, eh?
By that, they meant
Play the end.
maybe
Okay.
touching that one just over slightly into this area.
Like
the
guarding the
shooter
right one?
staying kind of there, and you would cover this one and this one. But I think they've
like that.
going to try and put it right on this position here.
Three.
Line's tight.
Three.
Hold the line. I don't.
Skip Stones here in this second 2-0. Brad Gushue leading.
Over curl.
Oh, line's perfect. Higher the better. Two. Clean it.
Over curling.
Just clean. Just clean. It's over bending.
Over curling.
Don't let it pick.
Whoa.
Well,
Fill the hole.
good shot.
Down.
We showed you earlier Glenn Howard with the steal of one against John Morris. Now they're playing the second final stone for Morris and the team from the Calgary Winter Club. Morris, former Canadian junior and world junior champion. Kevin Cooey, former Canadian mixed champion, calls the line. The front end of Mark Kennedy and Paul Moffat, Calgary Winter Club. And that's for two.
Whoa.
Hey, line's good.
Whoa.
Oh, stay close. Close.
No.
Close. Clean.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Hair more weight, eh?
Just a little more weight is right.
Gee. Oh, Russ.
I know, but
Just as easily give us two. You can hit and roll.
yep. Yeah, because he can't hurt you this way.
Yeah. Okay.
Want to roll on top of that thing?
Yeah. No, this isn't bad.
Yeah, I know. You might trick her into trying it.
Wait.
Seldom fooled.
I like normal. Okay.
Brad, you want to go there or there?
Whatever. Yeah.
It's a pretty nice situation if they make some sort of play on it and get a little roll. It's a very tough shot left for Kevin Martin.
Whoa!
Whoa. No. Clean.
Little firm.
Gushue in his last.
Clean.
Lying one without.
Whoa. Normal. Whoa! Mark, a little bit. Okay.
And he'll hit it and sit right there.
I think that's good. I got it.
Stoughton opened with 2 with the hammer. This is Mark Dacey. 2004 Canadian men's curling champion out of the Mayflower Club right here in Halifax. Disappointing week for Mark as well. Bruce Lonis, Andrew Gibson, Rob Harris.
That's about the right line.
And that's for a pair and a 2-2 tie.
Huh? What are you talking about? This, right here. Right onto that red is the angle.
Yeah. Okay.
Be very close. That's got to be a little thinner than that.
Hey?
A hair thinner than that. Go across the top of that red one. It's the angle.
All right, Ray, what's he playing here, please?
He's going to try and hit this red one here. Onto this. And come off of this here.
And in to tap the yellow onto the red. Wow.
Well, there's a couple of angles. He could bring the yellow directly onto the yellow as well.
Okay. Final stone here in 2. A bang-bang play if he can make it. And it's a steal of 1 for Gushue.
He had a couple things there, but
he's had reason to smile. Yeah, 1 red, 3-0 Gushue. David Nedwin throws the 4th stone, of course, for Randy Furby. Disappointing week for the Furby team out of the Granite Club in Edmonton, having committed a couple of years of preparation for these trials. He makes the hit against Pat Ryan, who's among the leaders. Ryan with a 2-1 lead here in Halifax.
Perfect. There you go, honey.
Next time, use the new JVC Averio. No tapes or discs. It's the world's first hard drive camcorder.
Scott Towels is changing its name to Sponge Towels. Why would they do that? Sponge Towels. That's a good idea.
Scott Towels is changing its name to Sponge Towels. Now with powerful little sponge pockets.
Winning's about dedication. It's about a commitment to excellence. It's about passion, and if you don't really care, you just don't win.
Mondetta is a worldwide leader in apparel innovation. Like Canadians in curling, Mondetta understands its game. Canada's top curlers are making Mondetta their gear of choice.
Never stop enjoying life. Strauss Herb Company, bringing science and tradition together for a brighter future.
Please join me at the 2006 Men's World Curling Championship at the Songus Arena in beautiful Lowell, Massachusetts, April 1st through 9th. Besides watching the best curler in the world compete, there's a lot to do in Lowell. And Boston is only 30 minutes away. Tickets and hotel packages are available now. Call 888-WCC-2006 or visit us online. The 2006 World Men's Curling Championship, sweeping the world while brushing with history.
At True Value, we know places in Canada where kids are encouraged to throw rocks at houses, and we even like to give them a little help. That's why we applaud and support all the Canadians who coach, instruct, and organize events, from the grassroots amateur level all the way up to the national championships. True Value is proud to be the official hardware supplier to curling's Season of Champions. And future champs, too. True Value, around the corner from your house.
Back pain. It can affect more than your back. Robax Platinum, a special combination of 2 active ingredients, one to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
Looking forward to going back to Regina. And our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier, the Canadian Men's Curling Championship, begins March the 11th here on TSN, the Agrodome, and what they're calling the Party Gras. As we welcome you on this Thursday morning back to Halifax and the Canadian Curling Trials. This is the 8th draw of men's play. Brad Gushue tied for the lead with John Morris, top of the standings at 6-1, scores 2, steals 1, and it's Kevin Martin who has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones here in the 3rd.
Things just didn't work for Kevin in that last end. There was a couple of chances, great chances to get at the shot stone and couldn't quite do it, including that last double run back. So, going to be tough now.
Well, he could have got the last one a couple of ways by going back, straight back at it, coming off the side one.
Line's good. 4. Yep. Yep.
Scoring 2 is going to be very difficult no matter what he did there, though.
Yep. Come on. Hard.
Hard, get it over.
Hard.
Get it over. Come on, no.
Well.
It's good. Just tap the front one. He's just gonna run it back.
And you can. Yeah, it don't matter to me. That's fine with me. Sure. Whatever.
This hasn't been a comfortable team this week, Linda.
Well, especially the last couple of days, Vic. It started really with one of the games where 2 days ago where Don Walchuk and Kevin Martin started to disagree a little bit on the strategy, and since then they've been like this where you don't often hear Don Bartlett call down this early in the end about a shot. And it's tough to win if you're not all four really clicking together.
They wanted to keep that in play.
Because in truth, Vic, it's the start of the week. This Martin team went an early loss, but it's been the last 2 losses after 4 good wins that really have caused them the problems, and they're just not the same team as they were earlier in the week.
And the shooter, will it hang on? No. So let's take a look at the way Martin has performed this week.
And that is the problem. Against Peachy, Kevin had to make a great shot to win, but still, record was great at 4-1. Then against Howard, things started to go wrong, not just on the scoreboard, but some disagreement amongst the team members. And since then, they just haven't looked quite as sharp and quite as together as they were early in the week.
So he comes in with a record of 4-3.
We're there.
And what a week it's been for Brad Gushue.
You know, it's easy to say when they're playing well and all these wins, but this team has been very together. When we weren't sure, inserting Russ Howard as the skip, throwing second stones, a new combination. But what a great string of wins and great play throughout the week.
Kathy?
Well, I sat down with Mike Adams, a misplaced player, if you will, or displaced from the Gushue team this morning. And it's interesting because when they chose Russ Howard, they were ideally looking for a 5th, he said, that could bring them something at the trials that would sort of alleviate some of their up and down play. They inserted Russ into 2 bonspiels earlier in the year, and they found that in a variety of positions, he just helped them on the ice by giving them some a little bit more control. And so Mike said, unfortunately for him, the best position for Russ was second. And he's just so positive. I was overwhelmed with the young man this morning because he said, Kath, we always thought Russ would play the first 3 and sit out, but it seems absolutely crazy for me to get in there now when things are working so good for the whole team.
Well, that was a miss of appeal by Russ. I haven't seen many of those. He's played very well, but obviously got that inside.
Tell you what, Ray, it takes a special individual, as Russ said, a very gracious move by Mike Adam to sit himself down.
You're not kidding.
I don't care. I just think we hit and roll on it. Yeah. Just hit and roll. Yep.
Hack. So we're playing?
Kind of wait.
Solid hack.
Okay.
Hack up.
Mark Nichols. Korab on the right. Gushue on the left.
Whoa! Watch the road, dude. Need to stay on it, I think.
Well, it's a really nice shot, but it didn't roll to the best spot for them.
Pop it out.
Got by the guard. And that guard is going to cause them some problems. That is the one they wanted off that Russ did miss on the field attempt.
And the Yellowstone's in a great spot as well. You can certainly get those 2 reds out anytime you so desire.
Okay, line's good. Whoa, wait for it, little guys. Whoa. Give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Let it work. Let it work. Let it work.
Okay. That's a good shot.
Same shot.
Just like it, yeah. Make it copy.
Double.
Same shot. Just playing it quietly.
Little
Okay.
legs.
Roll the shooter over.
Hey! Whoa! Yep.
Again with the brushing.
Whoa,
And again with the quiet roll up on top.
Well, they had to brush it to get it by.
I couldn't throw that out there any better. No?
I thought you threw it okay. Kind of reacted like you hooked it, but I didn't see it.
I see that in practice, and I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Still talking about Russ's miss, I guess.
We'll just have to tighten you up.
Gee.
Not even sure that's there this way. You think we can get by that guard and freeze in there?
What?
Worry about getting by the guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Should be all right.
What was
I think so.
Don's concern is that they have to go over so far, that guard might come into play?
Well, no, it was Kevin saying that once you cut it by the guard, Vic, is it going to stay straight enough to get the right angle in the house? That's just a great amount of curl that we keep talking about. But Don Walchuk said, oh, I think so. I think the line will be
hard
good.
Line.
Hard.
Real hard line.
Can't bounce, though. Can't bounce.
We're
We'll
there.
both be gone. Whoa.
We're there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're all there. Whoa. We're bouncing.
Finish. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. The nose is perfect.
Finish.
Feel?
And we got them both ways.
Yeah.
Peel,
I
yeah.
like Peel trying to get to the inside a bit.
Well, I'm just thinking, we got to watch if we stay. Now, we're a little higher than he is, because if we stay here and he gets it in the center.
He might spin. I think we got to know with Russ.
Yeah.
Or a little on the center line side.
Nose it?
Or yeah, or a little center line side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically everything goes.
There's going to be some rocks spinning. So they want to make sure they get that top yellow one spinning.
Brad Gushue and his first. Center line side, and they'll squeeze that one stone. It'll sit on the button. So
now the inside one wasn't going anywhere. I thought maybe they could spin it a little bit.
Oh, your beer.
They wanted that top one out of there.
That's perfect.
That's good.
It was where they left the red stones too, Vic. They wanted to make sure that they had some position in the house.
You know, try to make this double soft weight.
What about if we just...
What? Well then...
Well, yeah.
Brings up a point about something that's always fascinating me about this elite level.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I don't know.
Put it right in the middle.
Yeah,
But he's got nothing on this one. As long as we make it real good. If we don't quite make it perfect, we don't even have a shot.
When they talk about
I thought on that out-turn spot where I see
no bounce,
straight.
that little bounce, that little separation gives Gushue that shot.
Let's try to make
It
this
gave
double
them the
board
chance
weight.
to get rid of the one, Vic, you're right. And that's a matter of millimeters here at this level.
What a rock pile we've got on sheet B.
Try to make this double
Stoughton
board
is
weight.
lying 1,
Stick around.
2, and he has the hammer in a 2-2 tie against Mark Dacey, and this will be Dacey's last.
Playing the in off, Dick, with the big weight. Trying to come off the one on the 12-foot.
Weight's good.
Roll it over. You see Lonis is there. Not quite enough to get it to the 4-foot. Still lying 2. Jeff Stoughton. And Kevin Martin with his first.
Here, because we got a back 8 anyway. I think back 8. No, I know.
Well, you can see what happened.
Shoulder hair high is good.
Doubles there.
Yeah,
not to jam on the back. Red one outside the 12-foot.
Jeff Stoughton trying to figure out a way to get in. Look at the mess of
Think that's too much?
stones on the left there, trying to find a path to the 4-foot.
Okay.
It's a way to get to the tee line,
There.
and that's all he's got.
Maybe a hair more.
We have to tap it, you
There's
guys.
Brad with the double
Brad,
attempt.
Get to the get back 8, guys. Get it out to the broom.
Brad was just a little inside.
So a chance for 2 for Martin as Stoughton gets ready to throw his last. This a cold draw or a little quiet tap, possibly?
Basically, you throw the draw, Vic. Of course, the brushers can take it to a tap, but you're just trying to find the tee line, trying to hook it in there.
Whoa! Wow!
Hey, guys.
Too much ice.
He could have done wrong.
And it's 2 for Stoughton as the shooter rolled off just a little bit.
No. Yeah, I was never by the
14 and a half.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy. I don't know about that. It's heavy, Carter. Line, how's the line? Real good.
Line's great.
Hard. We're there. We're
Drawing
there.
for 2.
Hard line. Come on. Come on.
You sure? Good. Good sweeping, guys.
Very nice brushing by the front end of Carter Rycroft and Don Bartlett, and Martin is on the board. He scores the 2. Gushue still leading and will have the hammer in the 4th. John Morris scored 2 in the 2nd to take a 2-1 lead over Glenn Howard at 4 losses. Desperate for the win. Needs it to stay alive. And this is his final stone of the Coldwater and District Curling Club. Make the double. Doesn't. The one red at the back That's the shot, Stone, as they kick it away. Steal a 1 for Morris.
Next time, use the new JVC Averio. No tapes or discs. It's the world's first hard drive camcorder.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 25 years.
Hi, I'm Randy Furby. If your typical day is anything like mine, I recommend new Strauss Vitamind, a broad-spectrum dietary supplement for people with an active lifestyle. Strauss Vitamind is available at your local health product retailer.
At True Value, we encourage kids to throw rocks at houses, and we even like to give them a little help. We're proud to be the official hardware supplier to curling's Season of Champions. Just like we're proud of our True Value paint, we test and retest right at our own factory. We guarantee every can at every store. True Value, around the corner from your house.
So are we really going to do this? Stop for coffee only Tim Hortons. All the way to BC.
Only Tim?
All the way east.
Nobody's done this before.
Y&M? A coworker recommended it. All right, people, we have a problem. It's 4 o'clock and I still have no idea what I'm making for dinner. I need answers. Sally? Tim? Anybody? M&M has tons of ideas, complete meals. I have fewer meetings at work now.
A reminder to join Gord Miller, Gary McGuire for the 2006 IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship from British Columbia. It's a holiday classic, and it all begins Boxing Day on TSN, and all the games are available as well in TSN HD. So you get that high-def television for Christmas.
Again? Wouldn't that be nice?
Boxing Day, turn it on and watch the World Juniors.
All right, freezer up. Good, Doc. A little more.
You're going to see the amazing curl because you had that center guard, first stone, red stone, come around, top 12 nicely buried. Then you bury around both of them with the other turn.
Not a whole lot more. Hey! 4, 5! Hey! 6! Hey! Whoa, whoa! Weight's good now. Weight's good.
Whoa! No line.
Weight's good.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Curl a little.
Well, yep, hard, all you got. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it, hard mark. Good eye, boys.
We had to wait a little bit for that. Nice shot. You can just see what's developing here. It's just a 4-foot play. And
a little quiet as well.
Angle freezes that usually lead to a run back of some nature from someone.
How's the weight? Funny weight.
Okay, whoa then. Whoa.
For a big weight shot.
Yep. Hard.
Wait, sir.
Hard. Wait there, line only. Hard line. Come on. Come on. Gotta go hard to get by. Jeez. Threw it good.
Just curled, reacted a little different.
Go, Russ.
Throw like 10, 11.
Now looking to tap that series of stones, yellow onto red onto yellow.
Back 12-foot weight.
11 up. 11 up. Yeah. Yes.
Noy Nichols and Korab get it by the top one first. That's job one. Get it by. By again. Tap it back.
Right, Herb.
Maybe a touch light, Linda. They wanted the 12-foot weight.
And once it starts to go, it really curls. They barely got it by. Over curled the spot a little bit, took a bit of the steam off the stone.
Go that way. Gives him a pocket, though, eh?
Another freeze.
Green. Whoa. Yep. All there. Bouncing. Hard. We're bouncing. Hard to get by, guys. Come on. Are we behind? Oh, we are now. We wouldn't have been otherwise. Off his handle. We would never have been by, though.
Nice and beefy. Might hit the back of it, but you're still rolling in.
Same thing.
Same shot.
Same weight.
Where was I?
Back 8-foot he was.
Whoa, whoa,
Off. Whoa.
Stay
Whoa.
close.
It'll bend. Whoa.
Whoa.
A lot of weight.
Bumper.
Whoa.
Hard. Hard.
Hey!
Whoa.
Whoa! Hard! Boy.
Wow.
He definitely had a little more weight, and that's...
Yeah, well, I knew I could there.
I hope they're not starting our time. I can't get in the house when Kevin's there. I hope they're not starting.
Can't really run it back. Come off this one. Smoke into those two. Change angles a little bit. Just come down with quiet weight. Sit there, tap that back there. To here. That's not bad. We got to keep some rocks in play. Can't hit that one. We can't
Morris
do anything
and
on
Howard.
this side at all. Well, we got nothing to do other
We
than
showed you John Morris with the steal of one after
running it back.
Glenn Howard couldn't make the double. And now it's Howard, his final stone in 4 and facing a couple.
Back into here someplace we can freeze to it. Yeah, you need to hack weight. Hack weight to all those rocks. Yeah, something like this.
And sits in time for his single must win for Glenn Howard.
Everybody having a look at these stones. This is a tap so that you can get some possibilities for skip stones. Nothing much there at this point for Don Walchuk.
Just hack weight. He's going to try to hit it. They've got to keep the shooter there. They don't want to bounce off it.
Hack weight. Okay. Shot.
It's got this too.
Yeah, he makes this. He makes this. He's not buried, is he?
No, that's why I kind of like. He's got a corner freezer now.
How close if he whips this? Can he get it in there anywhere?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
We'll leave him that one, eh?
Either that or we. Yeah. Well, He might corner freeze on us.
The only thing that hurts us now is that out-turn draw.
Yeah. I like to hit and roll in, Russ. Yeah.
Can we
hit this one? Try and roll over here.
Normal.
This shot
We
here,
can roll
I
into
feel
ours. Mike,
Yeah, you
Mark.
can roll into it. It's not
Normal or
you
down?
can't get into the forefoot with it, so
It's going up.
to play the other side.
Don seemed to track.
You're afraid of the come around, the angle freeze.
Okay.
Yeah, the out-turn draw at the moment can really take the end away. You have to close that side
Wow.
off. There's other possibilities, but not nearly as good.
Mark Nichols. Just ran too straight, or?
They thought he was a little outside. Now, we did talk about that. They played the outside
move
in
back into
turn, and that means if
hit
he
this
is
double.
a little full Vic, it's
Stick
never
here.
coming back.
This will go off the top of that. Just make this double. It's half rock.
No, they're saying wide out of 10. You're showing.
We were talking about Mark Nichols, how he had such a brilliant game against Jeff Stoughton, but his overall numbers were a little low. That's the problem. He hasn't been as consistent, and that right shot at the right time, that was the one right there that they needed.
Yeah, they needed to roll over a little bit. This is the big weight double.
Don Walchuk.
We got it outside, it looks like.
That's not bad.
He hasn't been on his game yet either, has he?
No.
No, we thought it would be a great battle at that third stone
I wish I could
position,
hit a
but
rock where I wanted to.
both of them with some mistakes.
I would rather have seen 3 reds out of the
Yeah.
post. That's not bad.
That's real good then.
Want to call a timeout?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to hit that thinner. He could have moved 3 reds out of there.
Can you get to the inside of this? Like the shot I threw?
Not bad.
That'd be peachy.
Well, Russ, the only danger, this rock right now is not hurting us. If we
Right.
move that.
Right, but he's going to hammer that in real hard. Will that go across the top?
Yeah.
So it can hurt
Well,
us.
with his weight.
Across the top, but what they mean is that
He can't make. Can he
by
make this
hammering the
3
yellow
rock
into there,
Oh, that's still.
this will obviously go.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
And this
What's
one
that?
that you hit will go across the top of that one.
I don't know if I like this. We ever bump that out an inch is no good.
Can you bump it out of the rings, though?
What if we draw here?
Can you throw it normal and get that out of the rings?
What if we draw here? Is that killer?
They're afraid that you heard what Brad said. I'm afraid I don't want to. It'd be nice to come down on this one here, the inside, and drive it that way.
Yeah, but we do that and he makes the
you don't
nose
want to
triple.
move that one at all.
What if we just
That
do
yellow
this?
one's not hurting us. Because he can't make a play on these right
If he
now.
slashes it in, he can't get to the inside.
Can't get to the inside of that yellow.
Do you like just bumping it into the crotch?
Yeah, the red one, I love that.
If
Exactly.
we do that and then he plays this, well, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Now you might kill that.
Yeah.
Either that or this. I don't mind this either, Russ.
I think it's that or the tap.
Yeah, let him.
Well, if we
We're
make
looking
this
at
good,
the
we got the
Ryan
angles
Furby
on
game
them.
as
Like
well.
if we get it there, we got angles.
Ryan is
I like
lying
it, Russ.
one.
Yeah, I do too.
Final stone, David Netherland.
Yeah, if you can get it on the nose, it's pretty good. Even a hair high, it's not bad either.
And they pick for the blank.
Do you like this, Russ?
Yeah, I do. I'm just trying to think of the other options. If we get a little heavy or something, like we could always do that.
Yeah.
Move that in there.
Yeah.
So we're just going to move it here, eh?
Yeah, bump it into the crotch.
So it's a straight draw.
Yeah.
That's why you love the game, why we love the game so much. I mean, there's just, because of their ability to throw up weight and then play the soft shots, and they're always 1 stone or 2 stones ahead, looking at the angles, and it's, you know, sometimes it's very hard to follow. It's
Just tee line?
there's so many options.
All right.
And it's this positioning of stones. They're just trying to rearrange the rocks so that Kevin Martin cannot play the big weight and remove multiple stones.
They had a chance to get rid of 3 of them.
Taking 4 or 5.
The Don shot there.
5. 6.
Plate's good.
Wall line. Wall line.
6.
Hey! 6.
5. 6.
You're 6, Brad.
Whoa!
6.
Just 6.
Whoa! Whoa! Bounce.
Good shot.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Gushue
That's
line
like
2
gold.
with the hammer here in the 4th.
Get that into the pocket for now.
Jeff Stoughton, one of those teams at 2
All of
losses,
them except this one.
along with Pat Ryan, leading Mark Dacey. 4-2 as Dacey gets ready to play his last in the 4th. And this is a bang-bang angle raise, trying to get that stone off the top of the button that belongs, or Dacey right now is line 1, pardon me.
Yep. Hard! 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 Right up!
And across the trop as he tried to squeeze out that Yellowstone for a possible 2. He'll get his single, 4-3. Stoughton will have the hammer in 5.
Everybody stand back. Everybody off the ice, please.
From the hip.
Close.
That just shows you how well the red stones were rearranged by the Gushue team. That was a very difficult shot. Kevin even
Actually
threw the
worked out not
really
bad.
high, hard one. Couldn't do much more than just rearrange
hair
them
thicker.
again. Got rid of a couple in that area.
He's got a triple there now.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to guard that, eh?
Either that or we do this. It's not bad.
I thought it was
Same shot
even
Marcus played.
intern if you came here.
Yeah.
These are so easy, though.
Oh, I know. But if we can bump it a little bit. Well, we just don't want to bump it there, I guess. If we guard, he plays this. We only get 1. If we could ever bump it to here. That's no good. It makes a quad. Or a triple anyway. Like right now, we got a chance of scoring 3. Never bump that to there.
We got to do something with that rock for sure.
We either guard it or we bump it. That's the options we got here. No. Don't like it.
You can see
I think
that
we guard it. Because why get it right in tight? Another rock in tight.
This, doesn't it?
Oh, I know, but
Kevin can get rid of all
Oh, he
3
can't
of
get
them
rid
by
of both.
running that red rock back
He's
into
just
the
gotta
2
play
other
a
reds,
quiet
so they have to
tap
do
out.
something with it.
I don't mind the guard.
you don't think you can hit enough of that to get them all?
1, 2, 3.
Well, get them all. Well, this is still 3rd shot.
Yeah, but where's
You
his?
can't do this because the 2 goes nowhere.
No, but can he get it there? That's what I mean. And
Oh yeah, and then
squirt the 2
well,
out.
then we got to draw for 2.
Right.
I like a guard.
I do
guard
too.
or tap.
I do too.
Likes the guard. I'm not going to argue with him.
I like it.
You heard the conversation. They're going to play the guard.
Play the tap, Russ.
Oh, sorry.
Where you want to tap it?
Just tap it a rock on the inside.
He's going to hammer it. You want to get to here, you mean?
Yeah.
So now your second shot, and he just hammers this in, makes a triple. Now you're drawing for 1.
What?
All right, well, let's play the guard.
Well, no, whatever you think.
He's got a run back triple here, too, though.
Well, if he ever catches that, we get 4.
Oh, I know. Okay, well, let's guard. Let's guard. Let's make it, Russ, make it, make
if
it.
you hit a real thing.
We could stay here all day and talk about it, but
That was my dream.
I say,
You can have that.
Very funny.
Well, especially when you've got the
Stand here all
arsenal
day.
of a Kevin Martin. You're never taking away everything. He's got the one yellow on one side. He's got the long
yeah,
guard.
at least that much. I don't mind a little more.
What you can do is take away Kevin's easiest option.
If we could choke off that center one, it'd be nice.
And you have to be careful with guards since you're not trying to do double duty. You've got to get it on the spot
Hold the line, hold the line.
where you protect the shot that must be protected.
Oh, line's
And that's the redstone.
Brad Gushue in his first.
Hard if it's 5. 5. 5.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Geez. That wasn't even close to the right weight. That's a very big mistake from someone who has not made many this week.
Not bad.
I don't think I can get them all, but... Well, whatever. Gotta knock this onto it anyways.
See if they can get those 3 stones going.
Quick out there. Sorry.
Hey? Should be able to get...
Just yeah, just...
Hit what you can see.
You're gonna jam and give him probably 1, 2, a drop for 2.
Yeah.
But what do you do? I've got no other options here. Hit as much as we can hit. What's this for? If we do this, well, doesn't work out. Draw for 2. I don't see how we can get rid of all 4, but give it maybe 3. Yeah, well, I think you probably can tap for 2 then anyways, but whatever.
Yeah, they just maybe didn't take enough time to set themselves after the conversation, and because the weight wasn't even close.
We've seen, what, 7 seconds this week?
Well, 6-ish.
Just
Even
under 6. He got 3 going.
It's a great shot.
And he thought he'd give up 2 after that.
That was a huge mistake by Brad Gushue to leave that option for Kevin Martin.
Yeah, that certainly was, because with any guard out there, he's got no piece of this.
Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
And now a tough draw for a single to bite the forefoot against 2.
Hold the line early on it, guys.
Yep.
Little more. Little more. Same weight's good, eh?
Gushue kept asking for a little more. I think Russ only moved his feet. Final stone.
Wow.
It was setting up so well.
Wow.
Or so it seemed for Gushue.
Whoa!
Lots of room.
Whoa!
T-line.
Whoa!
Backing.
Wouldn't this be a turnaround if this doesn't hook in?
Oh, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
No, he didn't.
Fine. Yep. Okay. Right.
Perfect. There you go, honey.
Next time, use the new JVC Averio. No tapes or discs. It's the world's first hard drive camcorder.
Remember when you had to travel to find yourself? You had to stand at the edge to feel alive. Dreams were something you chased after. Nothing's changed. And yet, everything's changed. The newly designed Ford Explorer. The adventure never ends.
All the way from the craftsmanship to the perfect pour. All the way from its introduction to becoming the #1 light beer in the world. All the way from an exacting brewing process to the easy drinking taste. All the way from the line to inside the club. All the way from the brewmaster to the bartender. When it goes down this smooth, make it a Bud Light. Smooth all the way.
We've changed Cottonelle over the years. Now we're giving it a softer name. Cottonelle Style is changing its name to Cashmere.
Dr. Carolyn Dean, in her new book, Death by Modern Medicine, says that the key to good health is being an informed owner of your own body and making informed healthcare choices. Strauss Herb Company, 25 years in Canada. Trust the tradition.
Why M&M? Well, they're just so helpful.
Yeah.
You know, unlike some places.
Excuse me, can you help me?
I have to go ask someone.
At M&M, they suggest things. They're not afraid to help.
Well, they're just not afraid.
Annabeth prosecutes a murder-for-hire case involving a notorious drug lord. Don't miss a new episode of Close to Home tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on CTV. Eighth draw, men's play. Yeah, it's one of those shots, one of those mistakes. If Gushue should lose this, Linda,
halfway hard.
You wonder if he looks back.
Hard.
Back.
I got over, guys. Hard.
And it was something that Ray mentioned, and I guess if Russ Howard wants any of my advice, one piece of advice for Russ is, I know he's trying to let Brad come in and help with the conversation of what to call. It was a long discussion. I think maybe if Russ could limit the discussion a bit, get right to the where is the biggest danger, and then make sure before Brad goes to the hack hand that the discussion is really clear as to what they're playing. Because that was not even close to guard weight that Brad Gushue threw on that one stone.
It's good. Should be good weight. Hard. Should be pretty good. Line's tight. Shouldn't be in. Line's tight. Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Real hard. Hard, guys. Get it. Get it tight. Get it tight. It's okay.
Go, 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 go.
So when we look back at Martin's shot, will it be the key shot brought to you by Cashmere? Now Cottonelle has an even softer name, Cashmere.
So far it is the key shot, Vic, when we talked about the fact that it could be a multiple score for the Gushue team. And he didn't get rid of all four, but all four were negated. 3 gone, 1 left as only third shot. And it left a very tough shot for Brad Gushue.
Yeah, as this game progresses, we'll see how important that is, because it certainly was setting up for Gushue to score a couple for sure.
Leave it up here. Leave it up here.
Maybe even more. And you're right that he wasn't even close to the guard. I mean, he came right into the face and tapped it.
It was going to be start of the game. Just need more ice with that, Rockets.
Think it's normal here? Yep.
Live look at the house, Morris and Howard. Howard, Yellowstone, flying 1. Top 4, John Morris, final stone on the way out of the Calgary Winter Club.
Clean up!
We're on ours.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey.
Quiet tap might get him a couple. And through the hole, let's see, count them up. 1 and 2 it is. 2 for Morris, as he looks to stay tied for first place with Brad Gushue.
Wait, sir. Hard. Gotta go wait. Good. Hard. Gotta go wait. Line's real good. Wait there. Okay. Freezer in here. Shot Carter. Very nice.
The men will play 2 draws today as they wrap up this round robin, and it's Getting a little more tense, isn't it, Kathy?
It's an unbelievably different feeling down here at ice level today, Vic. There is two completely different sentiments. You have the absolute fatigue of the players that know that mathematically that they're out, and it's not a physical fatigue as much as an emotional dream shattered fatigue. And for the other teams that are on the bubble, like Howard or Morris, who are fighting to stay in, the tension is unbelievable.
Little tiny bounce.
Whoa, whoa, let it work. Whoa.
And Vic, that brings up the point of when the pressure is on and you're starting to feel that tension, that's where you have to be very clear when you're getting into the hack as to what to throw, because if you're not, your mind is racing. I mean, Brad Gushue and John Morris have a lot of nervous energy anyways, and your mind doesn't seem as clear when all that is going on in your head. So you really have to, just before you go to throw, take that extra breath and make sure you're very clear about what you're throwing.
Carter Rycroft. And all these players, like any sport, have great pride.
Line's good. Gotta go wait. Okay.
So despite the fact that they may be out of it, they don't want to go just out there and throw it up and down the sheet.
Come on, she's there. Come on, let's go. Come on. Get the ball. Just late. Yeah. Yeah, line is good.
How difficult, Ray, is it to play when you're out of it?
It's tough, Vic, to keep.
Yeah, nothing there.
Because the game takes so much concentration.
What do you like?
You know, you're disappointed.
Yeah.
It's harder
Yeah,
to
he gets on
concentrate.
the pocket.
You
What about
start to
chipping ours on the
throw by
forefoot?
throw by reflex, you know.
As long as you get the shooter behind it.
Yeah.
Even draw around it, it's not killer.
I don't think. Trying to move it.
That one yellow stone is in such a nice spot. How to deal with it.
I don't mind that. Yeah, you chip our own, it's great.
That's what he called was a chip.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
The problem
back
here,
four, back eight.
Yeah.
You know what Kevin can do with big weights?
Well,
He wanted more yellow stones in that rings,
You
and
got to get the shooter.
twice they've chipped the guard.
You need probably a little bit more to get the shooter at it.
Mark is being asked to rearrange the position of that shot stone. Get it out from behind the yellow.
To 7. Whoa! 8. Gotta go.
Hey! 8. Hey! Hey! 9. Hey! Hard line! Hard line you got! Hey! Hey!
Oh, wonderful brushing.
Hey!
Flip it over and roll the shooter to the edge of the four.
Just bump stuff around a little bit. Try to get this back into here. Just through the house, wait. Hack. Hack, wait. Hack, wait. Right in the nose. This won't drag more than to here.
Hack, wait.
Yellow onto the red.
The one thing the last shot by Mark Nichols did was require this weight to be pulled back a bit. If you threw more, you'd bounce the yellow out further.
Hack. Hard. 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 Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Whoa. 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 Shot, Don. Shot.
He's got a whole lot of nothing there now, doesn't he?
What do you like, Garden?
I don't know.
He's that doesn't even help him, really. No.
Okay. Whatever. Okay.
Just a guard?
He's got 2 shots to get at ours now. He's got to make 2 shots. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let's make the guard. 2 or 3, Russ? 2.
Asking for a slightly longer guard. They talked about hitting the yellow guard and trying to roll a little bit, because of course they know Kevin can use those rocks out in front, but they just feel that the positioning will be better, more accurate with the draw.
Keep it out there. Hard line.
2. 3.
Whoa. Whoa. Right here. Whoa.
We're not that far.
Whoa.
Yes, we are.
Hard. Hard. You got to go.
We can be.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Good.
Right on the nose.
Jeff Stoughton has a chance here for a couple.
Thing comes right here.
If he can grab the button. Stoughton at 5-2. If he wins his last 2 draws, he is guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. And Stoughton will wind up his round-robin play tonight in draw 9 for the men against Kevin Martin.
Right on the nose.
Wow, very nice for 2, and they'll go to the break. 6-2 Stoughton.
What? Intern. Oh.
What?
They're in the nose. Hang on here. Put the different spin on things.
Where's he going? What's he saying?
Same shot. The intern.
Right on the nose.
It's funny how that last guard ended up in a place where now you can hit this and kind of wiggle in through.
Squirt through.
Oh. Really got a curl. No. Got a curl. No, gotta get nose. No.
That's fine. Not bad.
Guard it. Be careful, real feather double, eh?
Yeah. Well, you'll never stick it, but might get his deuce. Which one do you want to guard, ours or his? You got to guard his this time.
Yeah, here. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guarding the yellow that touches the center line.
You gotta overlap it a little bit.
Okay. So right on center?
Yeah. Well, just biting center's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 or 2. Line's tight.
Hard line.
Good.
Hard line.
Hold
Whoa,
on,
whoa, whoa, line's good. Whoa.
Line's good now. Line's great. 2. Line's real good.
Clean it. Just clean.
Clean.
No overbending of anything.
Just 2.
Clean it.
Whoa, whoa. Just 2.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hard, hard, hard.
Get it? Close.
Real good there.
Talked about the pride factor. This Furby team, 4 of the last 5 years, they've won the Canadian Championship. Hasn't gone well for them at these trials, and they are out of contention. David Nedwin with the draw here. Rock and Pfeiffer with the brush against Pat Ryan.
Tap and roll over.
And he'll make the draw for 2. They'll go to the break tonight.
Tap, roll.
3-3 tie.
The one in front of it then. Tap that onto that. Both these roll over.
Yeah, but how am I gonna ever have a double?
Gets rid of that one.
I have to move this a little bit. I'm thinking of just coming around with the out turn. Just tap this back a little bit. Roll this just a little bit right into the center of them.
We heard Kevin explain exactly what he's doing. He's going to come around the rocks and try and touch
I might not even be there.
Just touch the yellow. He's looking at it now.
That guard is positioned pretty well for that, blocking that shot.
Not there. Yeah, it's not there.
What he thought
to play the out turn tap. You can't even see. You have to have hack weight. Oh yeah, tap it up. Roll 2 yellows in front, then you got a bash, right?
He thought he could do this. Just touch
might
that.
have it. Yep.
Now they're talking about this one here.
This a little bit. If I can get right on the nose, we might be able to bump our 3 a little bit.
Move that one back.
I don't think this out turn's there. I can't see enough of it. Let's do this. Let's get it in there for second shot. Let's do that. Try to throw you a button weight. Just try to bounce off enough so I can angle raise that corner guard. Just button weight, bump the one, couple inches, roll 6 inches or so. Okay.
It's the corner guard on the other side that he's talking about. If you can get this in for second shot, he wants to be able to run at the outside one and drive it across.
Whoa. Back 4. Whoa. Line's real good. Back 8. Whoa. Line's real good. Close, clean.
No.
Oh, we're there.
No.
We're there. Whoa. Back 8, back 4. Whoa, bump that front yellow. Come on. Touch it. See.
Pick it out. Can't do a whole lot of good otherwise.
See,
boy,
you got that?
Just a hair more, yeah.
I think it misses, Russ.
This one?
Yeah. And again, it's only for 1 if we pick it out. Let him draw for 1.
Now, hang on a minute.
What's he got? I don't see a shot for 2 unless he plays a little...
Well, unless he gets it there and he gets the back when he rolls here. I don't mind leaving him that.
Give him.
Feel?
Yeah. Yep. You want to keep ours? Nope.
You just want to hit the yellow one out of there, peel it off, get rid of the shooter.
Is this an example, Linda, as you were,
right there.
of what you were saying before? Make the decision, then go down the ice and with it planted.
Exactly. You have to be very... Kevin Martin has some shots, Vic, but they're hard. And Brad Gushue keeps saying, let's pick the one that makes Kevin make the most difficult shot. Yes, he's going to have something. We can't take everything away with the weapons Kevin Martin has.
So trying to pick that yellow stone off the edge of the 4.
Clean it.
Pick it out, get rid of the shooter.
I like that.
I don't think he's an
Good end, boys.
We can't give him too much respect. He's still got to make sure.
No, I understand that, but I just wondered if... Well, that's been the secret of the whole game.
Like the last
I just wondered if it did make the double, there was a potential that he hits it at 3 o'clock and his yellow comes in.
Well, I know, but what else are we going to do?
Well, exactly.
How key was that statement?
Yeah, you're right.
Says
Probably
we
is
can't
down
show
normal.
him that much respect. And Howard said,
I'll send
that's
him more
what we've been
boards.
doing the whole game. We've been playing our game. We haven't been
not
showing
one.
him that respect.
Right in the pocket, but it's too
Pretty
steep.
wise, too, for a young man to be discussing that kind of logic about the strategy. Make Kevin Martin make a tough one, and every once in a while he'll make the big one, of course.
It's much easier,
but
though.
he can't do it end after end.
Oh, no.
Even if we go over curl a little bit, we only get 1.
Famous last words?
Yeah. Well, we've seen teams go on the ice, both men's, women's play,
Solid board.
almost shaking.
Yeah, you need boards.
Reputation sometimes can win you a game.
Well,
That's
but
why
you
I
get
wanted
that
your first yard
reputation by deserving it usually.
I'd rather
And the fact that Kevin Martin has been making those kinds of shots for a long, long time, and you do have to be careful with him because I've seen him so many. You've seen him. We've all seen him at the skins turn ends right around.
But in this end, and we're seeing it now, Kevin's shot was very, very difficult. As soon as you picked that out, it was for 1. So good logic. And now even a tough shot for Kevin to get in there.
It's good.
Whoa.
Close. Final stone. Close. Here in the 5th.
Never.
Close.
Never.
Close.
Never.
No.
He's trying to tick it out.
And he'll miss it all. It is a steal of 1 for Gushue here in the 5th. Five-2. They'll go to the break.
The 2005 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you by Tim Hortons Limited Canister and Mug.
They're here. Let's
Let's give Tyler's mom her gift.
I can do it.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
My mom says I say thanks.
For those who are always there for you, why not give a Tim Hortons canister, including 5 packets of their favorite coffee for only $10.49 plus tax. Or the mug, only $6.95 plus tax with 1 packet.
Take on winter with Stanfield's Polar Therm, the ultimate winter underwear. Enter Stanfield's Beat the Freeze contest, brought to you by OLN and TSN. You could win a trip to Sun Peak Resort in British Columbia, courtesy of CAA Travel, or a Stanfield's prize pack. Hit tsn.ca/OLN to enter. Then test your skills for bonus entries. For every pair of Polar Therm underwear sold November 14th to December 11th, a donation will be made to Raising the Roof, a charity dedicated to long-term solutions to homelessness.
Coach Will is much more than just a hockey coach to my son and the rest of his team. He's a mentor, he's a friend. Each year, Will takes his team down to the local Walmart store. He donates the money, and the kids can go out and buy presents for those less fortunate.
It makes you feel like you're doing the right thing, like you know that you're making somebody else's Christmas better.
Make your holiday even better with the Walmart gift card.
Once a season, and only once a season, Moore's has a sale. Right now, over half our suits and sport coats are on sale at great low prices. You'll find a huge selection of dress shirts and hundreds of casual and dress pants. Plus, big savings on sportswear, outerwear, and shoes. Which means the only way to beat a Moore's price is at the Moore's year-end clearance sale. Moore's, well-made, well-priced, well-dressed.
Of course, one of these teams will represent Canada at the Winter Games in Turin. And just a reminder, our coverage, along with that on CBC, begins February the 12th. And it's Jim Waite who will lead the team to Italy, and Jim is with Kathy.
Jim, we have seen some tremendous curling this week. How come the Canadian men have not come home with the gold medal before?
Well, it's a good question, but a couple of things people have to realize in Canada, that there's a tremendous amount of pressure on our teams to come back, not just with a medal, but with a gold medal. And in '98, we were very close when Mike Harris went into that final as the favorite, but was very, very sick and didn't perform the way he should. And Kevin was within 2 inches of winning last year, and he hadn't missed a draw all week in the whole week in Salt Lake, and comes up 2 inches heavy. So we've got a month and a half long plan for the team that wins here, and we will lay that out to the teams at the end of the competition and hope to help to prepare them for the event.
Let's talk about the top of the field, some young guns. How does that make you feel?
Well, as a part of this Lavrelev program, we're thrilled that the kids are coming through. And I think it just shows that the way we're going is the way of the future. And these people, I know that if they win here, whoever wins will perform over there in Italy.
We wish you all the best.
Thanks. It's going to be an exciting time.
Yeah, one of the young guns, that is Brad Gushue at 6-1, tied with John Morris. Lots of fans here from Newfoundland and Labrador.
The 2005 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you in part by Scott Paper Limited, proud sponsor of curling for 25 years. By Ford, built for life in Canada. And by Strauss Herb Company, makers of the original Strauss Heart Drops, when only the best will do.
Strauss Natural Health Products make great gifts for people important to you. Available at health product retailers across Canada.
The great thing about Golftown is any day, any time of the year, we guarantee the lowest prices. At Golftown, we're a national chain. Because of our buying power, we get better volume discounts, and we can pass our savings on to our customers. We have a 30-day price guarantee. If you find a similar product at a lower price anywhere in Canada, we'll beat it by 5%.
Now you can shop online at Canada's favorite golf retailer. Go to golftown.com to browse our online selection at the lowest prices.
With so much more to see, shouldn't you be watching it on the Aquas Liquid Crystal Television? From Sharp.
Sin City, recut and extended. Special edition 2-disc DVD set with exclusive extras and full-length graphic novel. Get it December 13th.
You and me, partner, we're back. I'm gonna help you take over this town.
I love you, Tony Cipriani.
You're getting paranoid, Tony. Just because I think everyone hates me doesn't mean they don't. Know what I mean?
Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories. Rated M for mature.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
Did you go for a run?
Yeah, I went running.
Andrew, it's dry and doesn't smell bad.
New Power Stripe Antiperspirant from Gillette Series helps keep you dry. Its patented extra protection stripe delivers all-day protection against odor. Power Stripe from Gillette Series, the power of the stripe.
It's time to check the numbers after 5. They're brought to you by Tim Hortons and the limited mug and canister.
Well, those steals have been all important, and the pressure has been on Kevin Martin to try and make some big shots. And you go down the list, you'll see the last line we've put down, force percentage. Brad Gushue at 88%, Kevin Martin at 63%. That's been the big difference. But it does go down the line because Kevin Martin has been facing some very difficult situations. But with those two big steals, it's a huge lead now for the Gushue team.
As we welcome you back to the Metro Center here in Halifax. And this 8th draw of men's play, the men will play 2 draws on this final day of round robin.
Now, we were just talking about that last end. You weren't far behind, and it got very complicated. And Kevin Martin ended up trying a tick double for 2. Very difficult shot.
Yeah, and he could have drawn for 1 there, Linda. I think he had room to draw. And mind you, it is swooping across, so there wasn't a big window to get in there to draw.
Sliding good. Sliding good.
So I guess he felt he could make the tick double, but...
Yep. Don wanted us to thank Canada Post on their behalf for their sponsorship of the team, and for Don to be allowed the time to
Same
compete.
one.
Top 8,
Top
top
8.
4, dude.
Yep. I'll just give you the same weight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weight's good. 7, 8.
Didn't feel like more. Wait. Wait.
A lot of weight.
Jamie
whoa, whoa,
works
whoa.
for X
Might
Way.
want to rub it, Russ.
Hard, hard.
No, we're 6.
Hard. So we're by. Hard. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. I like that better. Every time we steal. Yeah.
Jeff Stoughton looks like he's gearing up for a run here. He's up 6-3, and these are the kind of shots that Mark Dacey's been facing in the entire game.
And Jeff had a great opportunity in this end to close it out. And he was throwing a guard. You'll see in a moment the yellow rock that comes into play. And Mark Dacey would not have had this draw that is available to him now. You see the yellow stone right there. That was to be a guard to fill the hole, and it stayed straight and left Mark this here.
Yeah, he's got to dig in here. It may slide a little too far. No, boy, look at that. I tell you what, Bruce Lotus thought it might go right through, and there's that grinding of the house you were talking about earlier, Linda.
And we're seeing a little bit in this draw this morning.
Huh? What are we doing there? Freeze. This is snap. Oh, yeah.
Just a little mistake by Jeff Stoughton. He could have really made that difficult on Mark Dacey. Salted that game away, but...
Hard, Mark. Right out, hard. Gotta get it out. Go. Hard. Clean.
In this game, you have to give Jamie Korab full credit. He's making some nice come-arounds. That one to the top of the 4-foot is in a good spot. So now they realize that Kevin's going to have to manufacture some tremendous shots to try and score a couple of points. So that's why just peel it off and make Kevin generate that offense.
Now, you really do have to be careful. You have to keep that concentration through the whole game. You know, you can see the momentum change sometime. We saw it last night in the Sherry Madaw Stephanie Lawton game, where really Stephanie, the first half of the game, really controlled the whole game, but Sherry didn't let that get her down. They hung in, and eventually the momentum changed, and some great shot making, and turned it around, and a big win by Sherry Madaw. So it's you have to be careful, and when you miss little opportunities, you know, to close things off, you know, what do they say? When you got them down, you got to kick them.
Step on their throat.
Sherry Madaw made more runbacks than I think she's probably had to make in a long time. She made them all. She had a great performance.
I think the young team from Saskatchewan kind of controlled the game early, but
Yeah, good point.
Switched around.
Carter Rycroft is the co-owner of a Prairie West Hot Shots. It's a delivery service as well as Majestic Rentals.
Line's good. Line's real good. Right back here. We're all there.
We're not.
Okay. Line's real good.
You take it.
Yeah. I got it.
Trying to get rocks in the rings, get them buried.
Hit and roll on the top one. That's what I'm saying. Hit and roll on that.
Try and run that red back onto the yellow.
Normal or peel?
Normal weight. Whatever you like. I like to keep shooter around. You want peel?
Wow.
Mark attending Memorial University.
Right off. Whoa.
Curl.
Whoa.
Whoa. Watch
Whoa.
Watch shooter.
Yep.
Well, there was a little frustration to start with, but the rocks didn't line up very well.
That was coming hard and out. I didn't think it
For
was finished.
Gushue.
Shot.
These two rocks now are in a great position to be able to double off.
What?
Oh, if I don't put it right there, he's going to make a double.
Just can't stop a double.
What are you saying? What's that mean?
How
am I going to hit
if I put it
nothing?
right here?
You don't think it'll bury in here?
Like, I'd love to come into here. Like, that's got to be the best shot if we can get it right to here. Right now, he's got nothing up front. It's only,
either that or...
where are we at here? It's only your first shot, though. It's pretty early. Go here. It's got to be back here, though.
Another rock in the ring's buried, that's all.
Here's no good.
Yeah, but if I
This is no good, eh, because of this?
He'll have an easy double if it doesn't bury.
It's got to be here. Even with this.
Get it buried.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, there's not a lot of discussion because you have to take a few risks. They need some rocks in play. Now, one way or the other, you have to get it covered. The Redstone's top four are overlapped and are protecting that Yellowstone behind it. The other option is to go around the Redstone, which you treat as a corner guard at this stage.
Hard line.
Must be very deep.
Come on, hard line. Hard line, real. Come on, looking real good. Okay.
Oh, you can't need it.
That's in the house, isn't it? Good shot.
Shot, Don.
Beauty.
We got to be...
Are we fourth?
I think we're 4.
Yeah, you are. Just went a little too far.
Here.
Like that? You like that?
Yeah. I think so. See that? You move them around.
Just
like
went
going right around and
6
freezing.
inches too far.
Let's make it, Mark.
T-line weight.
Going to freeze to the back corner, or they could just move the 2 red ones in front around and get the different angles on those.
8.
It's important this one is in front of the other one.
Heavy.
9.
It's a setup shot, if nothing else.
9. Whoa, clean. Whoa. All there, all there. Whoa. Finish. Okay. Thought that would go a little more than that.
The weight was absolutely perfect. It just didn't make that final little move that Russ thought it would. Still a pretty good shot.
It'll be tough to get more than one if you do this.
Yeah, Kevin is concerned about playing these come-arounds because you're just building it into the button area
You hit and roll off.
rather than trying to set up and maybe even still trying to bring that yellow at the back of the house into scoring position.
You put it anywhere in here, unless you go right on it.
Want to sit that on the nose?
Well, no, I was just thinking making this double. Gonna sit right here. You go in here if you want. That's not bad. Might be the smartest play, at least give us our best chance at 2.
They talked about this.
Right on the nose isn't bad either.
Hitting this one here.
Hitting that on the nose.
Coming across there.
3 rocks to 2.
They can definitely make the
Why is
double
it on nose?
on these 2.
What do you think of that?
And sit right there.
Ken, if you like.
Huh?
And the other thing they talked about is coming down, sitting here.
I don't mind this at all. Make this double.
Okay.
Let's play that.
There's the
You'll make
call.
that double.
Okay. Up.
That's even better. Nice shot, Don.
Beauty. Guard. Yeah.
Guard it.
Good. What does he do?
Anything goofy here if he hammers this one.
Maybe.
Something goofy.
Yes.
We're line 2. You got here, Mark. Can you hit this really thin and get this to come straight back? It should come back here, I think.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
You could nose hit the top one as well.
I don't know. That just leaves in the freeze. I like a guard. It's just where do we put it?
Yeah,
Maybe
you
there?
Which one do you want to guard, though? Like, if you make a mistake, you want to be this side or this side?
Yeah. What if we were just right here? It's not bad. He could tick that one in. He's probably going to leave us an in off. Any kind of hit, he's losing this one.
You could move it an inch or two, also.
I don't like doing that. You don't want to bump him.
You're set up pretty good now for this to just fly out, so.
I like here.
3?
Yeah.
Perfect. What turn do you want?
Yeah, I play the in.
You know, or I'm throwing it all in, too.
If it comes top 12, it's not going to kill us either, right?
Just a 3.
I don't mind the in.
He likes the in turn.
Play the in. Yeah, I'd like to. Are we trying to split center? Split center?
Kevin looking to try and get some stones in position, and he's done it so far. He's got 2 in there, but Brad feels if he guards the situation, Kevin doesn't have anything.
3.
Now remember, the last time Brad tried to guard, he was a little deep.
Just 3.
Just 3. It's got to curl a little.
Yeah.
3.
Hard line.
Yep.
Hard line.
3.
Line's good. Hard.
It's overbending. It's overbending.
Just 3.
Wow, it's overbending.
Not quite 3.
It's overbending. Wow.
Line's good. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Hard. Hard.
Yep.
Not quite to the about hack. Not quite to the hack.
It's got to be tough on Kevin Martin. He's losing here. And I know he's got to concentrate on his game, but right next door,
About hack weight. Okay.
he knows that Jeff Stoughton is in control of a game with Mark Dacey.
Well, that game could have almost been over, as I mentioned. If Jeff had gotten the guard on the last end, it was
good.
Mark was really in trouble. But a nice save by Nova Scotia skip. And
Well, no.
it's still a game.
Oh.
They want to save that shooter for sure.
2.
Yep.
It's not Kevin's day so far.
He's got that. He can get all he can see.
All right, he is struggling with the throws, but they are difficult shots that he is
Guard
trying.
that. Give him one.
Can he make it though, Russ?
I don't know.
Is it there?
I think so. With a lot of weight, he hits it there. He's still good.
There.
You mentioned the game,
the top for 1.
the Jeff Stoughton game, and how it affects Kevin Martin. As we look at the Ryan Furby game and a chance to make the double for a possible 3 for the Ryan team out of Kelowna. Jim Cotter throwing the 4th stones.
Yeah, you're right.
If Kevin Martin should lose, and either Pat Ryan or Jeff Stoughton win their games, Kevin Martin will be eliminated.
Whoa! Clean! Whoa! Right off!
Hey.
Ryan up
playing a double.
5-3.
Got a curl.
2.
Got a curl.
2.
Yeah.
Line's good.
2.
Overbend it.
Clean.
Overbend it.
2.
Just drop it. Just drop it. Clean.
We'll be fine.
Clean.
Too much weight.
Clean.
Clean.
Just over.
Just
Clean, over and stop.
Just clean.
Clean.
Attaboy.
Shot.
That's one thing a lot of curlers at home don't really understand about the path of the stone, because you brush takeouts
Middle
to
on will
make
be
them
fine
go a
'cause
little
he's
straighter.
So high, so.
Because it
Wow.
delays the
I
curl.
hate to
They
give
think
them one. We got a
guards
good
should be
chance, but
brushed
you
to
can't
keep
go
them
the other
straighter,
way.
but it just keeps
the
dragging
other
them
one's
along
there.
the curling path. So they just dropped that one over the hog line and left Kevin the other side in the draw. blocking the bigger shot that he might have had.
Yeah, he's just going to try and tap his yellow in for shot. Take the single. That's all he's got.
Anyway. Okay. Clean.
Final
Line's
stop.
good. Yep.
Time,
Back
Linda?
ring.
Around
Hard.
14.
Yep. Hard line, guys.
Hard. Yep. Hard.
Hard.
Rycroft, Bartlett. Not enough. 1, 2.
One for sure, anyway.
One for sure.
I think it's only one, isn't it?
One for sure.
And they're going to have a look.
Well, it's close. You're
It's
right.
very close.
Yeah, you're close, Victor.
It's just over curled.
Tom Walchuk has a look.
Okay.
Tom Walchuk wants to bring the stick out and have a measure. That's a huge 2 points, boy. Wow.
Oh, you think it's 2?
Yeah, if it turns out, I think it is, but...
It's really a huge point, even if it isn't the second one.
Okay. Vic said so. I'll mark 2 in my book here.
Yeah.
If you're scoring at home, mark 2 down.
Yeah, I think it's red, right? But
It's red, but well.
yeah, Don, even Don now said he thinks it is, but let's put a stick to it. It's too much on the line here. And again, we explained that Kevin Martin comes in at 3 losses. If he drops to 4, win by either Stoughton or Pat Ryan, who are at 2 losses, eliminates him. It's the same over on sheet E, where Glenn Howard comes in with 4 losses.
Okay. I've never done this before. Do we watch?
Glenn at 4 has to stay there and then needs people to come back. That's quite funny. Yeah, Brad's as the third watches the measurement and points at the red stone, so that is 2 for the Gushue team out of St. John's. It's slipping away. Kevin Martin. Emma McKenzie, just 14 months. The daughter of Kevin and Lynette McKenzie. Kevin plays for Pat Ryan. And cheering for the Greenstones, it would seem.
Stay right there, okay?
Next time, use the new JVC Averio. No tapes or discs. It's the world's first hard drive camcorder.
Now through Sunday at People's, we're having an extraordinary store-wide Save the Tax sale. Now through Sunday, save the tax on our great selection of jewelry. From rings and bracelets to earrings and pendants. Save the tax. Now through Sunday, only at People's, the Diamond Store.
My grandson said it would be easy to play poker online. He was right. Now I can beat him and his college buddies every Thursday night.
Learn to play poker with thousands of other players right now at partypoker.net. You can check your email. You can have fun playing poker at Party Poker. Party Poker, the world's largest poker school. It's fun and real easy.
Scott Towels is changing its name to Sponge Towels. Why would they do that? Sponge Towels. That's a good idea.
Scott Towels is changing its name to Sponge Towels. Now with powerful little sponge pockets.
Strauss Herb Company, because there are options.
At True Value, we encourage kids to throw rocks at houses, and we even like to give them a little help. We're proud to be the official hardware supplier to Curling's Season of Champions. Just like we're proud of our Master Mechanic tools, all hand tools have a lifetime guarantee on workmanship and material. Master Mechanic, your purchase of a lifetime. True Value, around the corner from your house.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hey, I'll be right there. You'll shine with the only phone with iTunes, only at Rogers.
The weather has really been terrific. It's turned colder, certainly from when we arrived last week, but still no snow. Jeff Stoughton, hard to believe this. I mean, we've got 2 draws left. He comes in at 5-2, and he's playing Mark Dacey now. The chance is Jeff Stoughton could be out of this as he goes into the 9th draw. But he's playing very well here in this game, the 8th round of play. And he has a hit for 2 here against Mark Dacey, the former Canadian champion. And it's a Stoughton team, from all reports, that came in playing inconsistently on the curling tour. And that's the pair. And so they now lead it 8-4 over Dacey.
Well, the thing about this team, though, Vic, is that they're sneaky. They hang in there. That's their reputation on the tour, and they just slowly get better and better and better. And you can bet they'll be contenders if they can hang in and qualify.
It's pretty good.
Brad Gushue and his team out of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Steal of 1 in 5. Stole 2 more in 6. They lead 7-2 over Kevin Martin.
Yep.
We're there.
Ball,
5,
ball,
there.
ball.
Sit. Good shot. Attaboy. Line them up, guys.
It really often looks like it's the last thrower that wins games, but I point out again, Jamie Korab, great 2 shots to start this end for the Gushue team.
Looking live at the house, John Morris, Glenn Howard. Howard again in that position. You see the 4 losses. Has to win his game. Must win his game. But he also knows that a win by either Stoughton or Pat Ryan will eliminate him. John Morris with his final stone. Kathy?
Well, this has been an amazing game. It's the one that I'm the most focused on. Glenn Howard has thrown a lot at John Morris today, but last end that was a blank. John Morris made a great triple, followed by a double by Glenn Howard to blank. You'll see here that John's forced to take one that he will do. But I, for one, Moosey, I'm looking forward to a big showdown tonight.
Yeah, and that showdown tonight, of course, in the final draw will be Brad Gushue against John Morris. That's the final round robin draw for them. And if they both get there with 1 loss, then it would be the winner who gets first place. Again, only 3 teams making the playoffs in these trials.
Clean. Yep.
If we were tied.
Line's real good.
Shot. Hey, if we were tied.
I like getting rid of the guard.
You want this way?
Yeah. Off.
Well.
Off, right off. Whoa.
Clean. Mark. Make sure, Mark. Make sure.
Yep. Hard, Mark.
Right out. Keep going.
Nice peel by Russ Howard. Keeps it clean out in front, and that's where it can be very dangerous to leave those front stones. They know the yellow stone in the house can score, but a guard out in front can mean multiple points for Kevin Martin. And with the scoreboard the way it is, you just don't take any chances on those guards.
Russ uses that baby peel weight.
Does the job.
As long as you get them out,
yeah.
That's right.
All right, Margie. Like you can.
Right there. Well, up. Well. Clean. Yep. Sorry. You want to carve the top of the yellow in deeper. No.
Back here.
Tap the yellow back onto the face of the two red stones, moving them back slightly, trying to get a little bit of a wall back there, Linda, maybe with jam. Pick up a deuce.
It's really desperation time. They're way down. This is a must win. So frustrating. They've made some fairly big mistakes, had to try some big shots.
Oh.
So you're
Back
looking to manufacture some points right now.
Oh. Oh. Shot, Don.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you sense the air's been taken out a little bit, don't you, Linda, out of this Martin team?
Yeah, we've talked about the fact that they've been a little frustrated, but this morning in particular, things have not gone their way. Have tried some big shots that just didn't work.
Good shot, Don.
Pat Ryan, Randy Furby. And Ryan is lying one. Covered, back 8. Not the best of weeks for Randy Furby and the team. Just weren't able to string anything together.
David trying to come around and just tap the rock back and maybe score 2. This is his last rock. He's had one of those kind of weeks where, especially got off to a bad start. And
Clean away, clean. Hard.
Yep. It actually looks like he's making virtually everything today. Jim Cotter had a little mistake on a front rock.
Shot.
Very nice to get the deuce.
Yeah.
Pretty safe, isn't it?
As long as I throw it hard enough. Throw it hard enough, like, and if we ever feather it, we should get rid of it, eh?
All right, let's do it. You pick it clean is great. If not, no biggie. Pick it out.
Peel the middle one. Yeah, pick it clean.
It's the time when you know your position, you know that you're up, you got complete control, but you just have to force yourself to not relax in any fashion.
The disappointment is written all over the face of Kevin Martin.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Wanted to get back so desperately.
Okay. Fun.
Winning the silver medal in Salt Lake.
I played tight. I didn't want to feed it back.
Oh no, that's the way to do it.
Absolutely. The
roll
way to
a little.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Martin and his first. He has the hammer in this 7th. Down by 5. 7-2. Brad Gushue.
Hard. Roll it. I like the thin.
And that's the difficulty when there's no guards, Kevin, trying to get the score by leaving rocks in the house and playing freezes. But at some point, you have to make a play on their stone. And it's not easy, but there is a chance to get rid of them.
Brad wants the thin double.
No, play the out.
Same we just played.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
there.
more, Russ. Little more. Little more.
Let's make it.
Don't be afraid.
More.
That's good.
He is pretty fearless, this young man. He sizes up the shots, sees them in his mind, and is so clear as to where he wants to hit the stone.
Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Ah!
Well, maybe just a bit too much ice, as it turns out.
And so Martin will get his chance for 2.
But what Russ is talking about there is he wanted to play the double the other way. You're going to lose the shooter. He wanted to play the top one and hit half the rock and get them both. But you heard Brad say, don't be afraid. I want to play the thin double. And it just didn't work. Maybe a little too much ice, as you mentioned, Linda. And now a hit for 2 for Kevin Martin and a little bit of life. It's only the 7th end. Anybody that plays this game knows what can happen sometimes.
Good.
Hit for 2.
So it's a 7-4 game. And Gushue will have the hammer back when we come back to the Metro Center in Halifax on TSN.
YM&M? A coworker recommended it. All right, people, we have a problem. It's 4 o'clock and I still have no idea what I'm making for dinner. I need answers. Sally? Tim? Anybody? M&M has tons of ideas, complete meals. I have fewer meetings at work now.
If you're committed to taking better care of yourself, then experience a deep cleaning unlike any other. Sonicare by Philips. With patented sonic technology, it reaches deep between the teeth and below the gum line. And Sonicare Elite removes significantly more plaque than Oral-B Sonic Complete. No wonder Sonicare is the sonic toothbrush brand most used and recommended by more dental professionals worldwide. Stop brushing. Start Sonicare.
With micros, you can make any place fun. You can collect them, customize them, race them. Cars and accessories sold separately, some assembly required, batteries not included. Micros, available only at the source by Circuit City.
Wow, your first Gifty nomination. Excited?
Excited for what? Last year she got soap. Now I give her an Old Navy puffer jacket and I get an award.
Jacket, soap, jacket.
The Gifties featuring Old Navy outerwear starting at $39.50. How was it to work with the winner for Best Gift from a Dad?
It was amazing. We got these great Old Navy sweaters.
To have a dad like this give gifts like these, it's a miracle. It's the Gifties featuring Old Navy sweaters starting at $19.50.
Now through Sunday at People's, we're having an extraordinary store-wide Save the Tax sale. Now through Sunday, save the tax on our great selection of jewelry. From rings and bracelets to earrings and pendants. Save the tax, now through Sunday, only at People's, the diamond store.
Robitussin.
To help stop a bad cough, respond with the strength of Robitussin, the bless you for coughs. And try new Robitussin cough gels for relief on the go.
Well, TSN will have all 4 rounds of the Target World Challenge from Thousand Oaks, California. First round coverage begins today at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's noon Pacific. The PGA Tour on TSN.
Yep. Yeah, just right on center line.
They were still playing some golf earlier this week. Well, when the temperature was above freezing, some of the volunteers were telling me some of the courses were still open down in the greater Halifax, Dartmouth area.
Looks hot.
Ooh.
A little chilly, I would think.
I would think.
This one dug last time.
Still playing in Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real hard. Weight's good. Well, line's good. I dug in here last time. Yeah. Make sure we're close to top 4. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. Yep.
Young man has had a tremendous game. Another one, top 4.
All right, well, let's take a look at these player comparisons. They're brought to you by Alexander Keith's. Those who like it a lot.
Well, I guess when I say tremendous, you just can't get better than 100% for Jamie Corab. What a game. And that has made a huge difference in the game. Don Bartlett, not a bad game at 89%. But we, as I said earlier, look at the 4 stone and look at those impressive shots. It all starts with the lead, doesn't it, Ray?
Always has.
Close.
But it is so much more important now than before the rule change. It just, as you say, he's got around everything, and he's got everything in the top 8 foot or middle 8 foot or top 4 foot. We saw a couple of situations in games this week where the come-arounds came to the button, for example, and it's too deep, and then your opposition gets a chance to sit on top of it.
Try to tick. Play it intern.
We have our first final. Sean Adams is a winner over Jay Peachy. So Adams will go to 3 and 5, and Jay Peachy out of the Golden Ears in Maple Ridge, 8-3 the final score. Peachy still looking for his first win and has 1 draw to get it.
It's not, it'll curl a little bit.
Wow. Wow.
11.
Close.
They're going to try the tick. We say we haven't seen a lot of these, but with the score the way it is, there's not a lot of risk to give it a try.
Roll it, Brad. Roll it, Brad. Hard, Brad. Hard, 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 Brad. Hard, Brad. Hard, hard, hard.
Sit down.
That's perfect.
That's a beautiful shot.
Don't bite.
There's your tick, Victor.
Spin out. Nope. Is it in or out? Out.
You the man, baby. You the man.
Great shot.
Russ Howard showing that he's liking the second stone position, 89% perfect on his draws, which has always been a very strong part of his game. Carter a little low based on his hits, which is unusual to see.
Shot.
I think we gotta go this way. Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Hard.
I'm getting cocky now.
All these peels at the second position. He missed one earlier, but he's been pretty good this week with that shot.
Looks like more. Whoa.
That's heavy. It's tired to the line. Higher the better.
Hey, don't think I've asked you this week, Linda. Is it a different shot headspace for him throwing that second stone? I mean, he's still skipping, but the preparation, the thought process that goes into that second stone.
You know, definitely, Vic, not just the shot type, because we say at this point in the game, with it being a fairly big lead, he is playing a lot of those feels. But It's just, you're right, getting into the hack. And actually, we talked about it going down the ice. He watches the first lead stones, then he goes down the ice. There's a lot of different things that he has to prepare himself for here. Don't want to jump it in off that other stone.
It's touching, so it's got to be out.
Don't worry, Russ.
Guard again.
Well, a job well done by Russ Howard.
And the thirds are pretty even, although there's been a couple of key misses by both. Don Walchuk with pretty good numbers at this point.
Hey, big guy.
They've been trying some tough shots, too, on the Martin team.
You're not enjoying the game?
Look at him, look at him go, look at him go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, oh, lost a lot.
Oh, yeah, way over. Trust me, B.
You need to hit the center line, though.
Okay.
Good player.
Oh, look at him. Good player.
I got shooter. What?
The thing you have to remember also with Russ skipping the game, Brad is brushing, and he's a very, very good brusher.
Yeah. That's good.
We did talk about the fact that with the exchange, Russ Howard and Brad Gushue, Russ having to go up and down the ice, being second stone and skip, it did cost them a little bit of time. This type of game with the early lead means that that will not be a factor, and they seem to be on cruise control now.
Shot.
How about the back one, Brad? How about the back one?
I don't mind it.
Feel the top, I think. Which one? Top. Okay. Make it. You just threw it.
And one thing we've seen a few times is they don't want Brad sweeping hard, so on the fast peels and occasionally on even some of the draws, they get him to back off, and just Jamie brushes Mark Nichols' shots, and that's what happened right there. They don't want their last thrower to have any problems,
I didn't mind the back one there.
any injuries from brushing, so they save him on a few of those shots.
Now, they elected to go after the top one, and you heard Brad say, I wouldn't have minded going after the one closer to the rings. Why not, Ray?
Well, the tight one, if you can get around it, of course, you know, you can. It's more difficult for the opposition to get, you know, to get to the face of your stone.
Line's
back eight, Don.
Line's good.
Line's a bit tight.
Line's good. Oh.
With all the movement, the longer the long guard is, you can get by it, get right to the nose, and
back four.
Actually remove them.
As we look live at the house between Ryan and Furby in a 5-5 tie, it appears that the yellow stone thrown there by David Nedewin is the shot stone. That's the top of the four, and so the final stone of the end on its way by Jim Cotter to close the fourth stone for Pat Ryan and the team from Kelowna.
Not bad, even if you miss it.
We're probably going to have a double for one, or a hit and roll. I don't mind it, Russ. I don't mind picking it, but then he buries it on the button.
And he's going to go too far.
Double peel.
So it's a steal of one for Furby.
Oh, yeah.
And remember the scenario here, Ryan. If he should lose this, and Stoughton goes on to win here in this 8th draw, it would mean Pat Ryan must win tonight to keep his chances alive. And we have a final, and the handshakes, and Stoughton has won his game. So Jeff Stoughton will improve his record to 6-2 And so Kevin Martin, Glenn Howard.
That's fine.
Yeah. Isn't going very much better.
Well, Glenn Howard right now
Roll with
knows
a
he
foot, I
is
guess.
done
Sure.
at 4 losses. Kevin Martin knows that he must win. If he loses, he is also out of playoff contention. So Jeff
Yeah,
Stoughton.
we're going to be going for lunch, but I will come back first. Okay.
8-5, the final.
A little mistake by Brad Gushue, leaving the Yellowstone in play. Kevin will try and hit this and maybe get a little roll and then see how Brad could get in there for the single point.
Nose.
Good. Good.
He'd be playing the double here.
This one.
Gonna have to jump it.
And that's been a problem. And the hits, normally Kevin's strength at 56%. Now, granted, he's tried a lot of very difficult shots, partly because of the way he skips, partly because of the great execution of the Gushue team.
Is that enough ice there for
Interestingly enough, if Martin should not be able to come back and is eliminated, he'll wind up tonight against Jeff Stout in the final round robin.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Clean.
Whoa! Ah! Whoa!
Curl a hair. Curl a hair. Whoa! 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 Sit!
Fun. Okay.
Rather get one.
What?
Brad wanted to take that point. They hadn't talked about it, obviously.
That's why I was trying to get him to stop.
I knew he wasn't going to know, so I didn't say nothing.
Okay. I wanted to get one there.
Well, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just showing how he's sweeping. I had to use the bathroom, guys.
So it's 8-4 there. And now we go to the game between Morris and Howard.
Oh!
The win by Stoughton has eliminated Glenn Howard. Coming in at 4 losses. The hit and the roll, will it sit for 2? It'll spin a little too far, so it's 1 for Glenn Howard. But he knows he will not be in the playoffs at the trials.
You and me, partner, we're back. I'm gonna help you take over this town.
I love you, Tony Cipriani.
You're getting paranoid, Tony. Just because I think everyone hates me doesn't mean they don't. Know what I mean?
Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories. Rated M for mature.
Thunder. 120 decibels. Highway traffic. 70 decibels. Highway traffic inside a luxury sedan. 64 decibels. Inside the Ford F-150. 63. We keep thinking about tough because we want you to drive a Ford.
This is the famous Budweiser beer. We know of no brand produced by any other brewer which costs so much to brew and age. Our exclusive Beechwood aging produces the taste, the smoothness, and the drinkability you'll find in no other beer at any price. Bright, crisp, clean. This is Budweiser. This is beer.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches. The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 25 years.
The Strauss Herb Company has sold over 1 million bottles of the original Strauss Heart Drops. And take it from me, Randy Furby, it's not because Heart Drops taste great. Take the taste test yourself. Strauss Heart Drops, available at your local health food retailer.
Once a season, and only once a season, Moore's has a sale.
Right now, over half our suits and sport coats are on sale at great low prices. You'll find a huge selection of dress shirts and hundreds of casual and dress pants. Plus, big savings on sportswear, outerwear, and shoes. Which means the only way to beat a Moore's price is at the Moore's year-end clearance sale. Moore's, well-made, well-priced, well-dressed.
Now through Sunday at People's, we're having an extraordinary store-wide Save the Tax sale. Now through Sunday, save the tax on our great selection of jewelry. From rings and bracelets to earrings and pendants. Save the tax, now through Sunday, only at People's, the diamond store.
Well, Jeff Stoughton takes a big step towards making the playoffs with a win over Mark Dacey, but still, I mean, the combinations are there. The right combination is there that he could be out because you'd end up being in a tiebreaker, and if you're eliminated in the tiebreaker, you don't make it to the final three. But it's a big step for Jeff, who's with Kathy.
Jeff, at this point in the week, how hard is it to focus on your own sheet, thank you very much, instead of everybody else's?
It's tough when you get a bit of a lead as well, so we were sort of peeking over, looking at every sheet that's going on. So it's going to be an exciting finish, and we'll probably stick it out here and watch the last end.
Tell us about the feeling of your play and your teams this week.
It's going along pretty good. A couple hiccups here and there, but not too bad today. We came out pretty strong. Everyone's got their draw weight, so things are looking good.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, and in tonight's final draw, Jeff Stoughton will play Kevin Martin.
No. Bump theirs against the boards.
Well, you got a long way to roll.
Throw board.
All right.
Just sliver it.
So as we play here in the ninth.
Did I just throw?
It is Brad Gushue.
Wow, never.
Leading by 4, up 8-4. So it's pretty desperate.
Never.
Kevin Martin, who must win.
You want to stop, Kevin?
To give himself any kind of a chance.
Good point.
Fix stops in the eye, stops in the nose. Be all right.
The bottom line is most important. Must win.
And that is a very tall order at the moment.
Now you showed Kevin's numbers, Linda, but as Ray, you pointed out, that this isn't, his numbers look bad, but this has been a team that hasn't really set up anything for him today, has it?
No, he's had to make a lot of very difficult shots. They just, didn't come out real sharp and missed some shots that they would normally make, things that you don't see them do very often. And with a little jump, the nice 2 points that Gushue got in the first end when he made the nice double and set that up, Linda. And you get off to a jump, then the steal of 1, you're up 3-0, and not only does that relax you a little bit, when you have such a great hitting team in front of you, which they do have, even though Russ is at second. No, Kevin had a couple chances. Kevin Martin had a couple chances. He just didn't take advantage of them. All the way there.
And we have talked about the last couple of days. Kevin has seemed to make it maybe a little more complicated and really rely on a huge shot by him, Walchuk to set it up, and then Kevin to finish it off. And if you're even a little bit off that day as far as execution goes, you are going to get hurt by that kind of game plan.
Really hard. Really hard.
He's going to leave it there.
Perfect time, too. Second class draw.
Well, the two mistakes on Peels have come in that same spot twice. One overcurled and one did. Well, they both overcurled. One was trying to come to the inside and one to the outside, and they both did not work for Russ.
Lots of room.
This is how you can get a 3-ender. You got the 2 guards out there now.
We're deep. Deep to through.
That's good.
No, it's not through.
We're not through.
All the way back.
All the way, guys. All the way. All the way. All the way.
Shot.
Shot.
F.
Come on, trying it.
Like that, Mark?
Yeah.
Angle it back.
That was close.
We're going to try and angle it back onto the stone in the 12-foot. Kill it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa!
Mark Nichols.
Gotta be kidding me. Unreal.
Try.
They did what they wanted to do. Unfortunately, they just stuck it.
Yeah, how many times are you going to do that in 10 tries? So close to being perfect.
I called it perfect.
And now a chance to get a second one behind that single corner guard.
Now you're going to need a run back. So you score 3.
I'll always remember that Matt Fryer, Russ Howard against John Morris.
John Morris, right.
Scenario similar to this, wasn't it?
Let's wait the Carter.
They kept missing the peel, and he kept just sticking them behind.
It was a 10th end too, Vic,
Yeah.
and they needed the points to win.
Yep. Yep. Now go.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
Wow, never threw an anchor over there.
That was in the trials, wasn't it?
It was.
Good shot.
Right. Last time.
Like the hit and roll or the run back double, one or the other.
The problem with playing the run back is if you
board.
just offset it, there's a chance you'd leave a guard out in front.
You like whatever you want to throw.
Run back.
That's my first thought.
You're making it all day, Mark.
You play the hit and roll over.
Run back?
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
There's the decision. They let Mark make the decision. You play the hit and roll over, or you play the run back and.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Hey!
Come on. Get up.
Okay.
Nice shot.
That's a great shot. He almost got them both, but he got that rock out into the open, Linda. So that'll keep him hold it to 2. There are 2 rocks out in front now, though.
Now they can still get in behind it, but you needed to get one gone and bounce the other to at least limit this end.
Could have stuck it in behind.
He's been a terrific story. In fact, this whole Brad Gushue team has at these trials in Halifax. A couple of wonderful shots.
Gotta go wait.
That's more.
Against Jeff Stoughton.
Whoa.
Got a curl.
Oh, guys.
Let it curl.
Not much weight, Kevin.
Oh.
It's not bad. He liked it.
Got no line, though. Got no line.
Leave it high.
Oh, it's barely in the range.
Had to have that buried.
Line was good. Line would have been good.
There's no weight.
No weight.
The game's story is brought to you by Strauss Herb Company. Trust the tradition.
Well, we're at that part of round robin play where we're looking at matchups, who's beating who. Well, Jeff Stoughton, an impressive performance to go to 6-2. Pat Ryan still on the ice, trailing Randy Furby. Needs to win to stay up with Stoughton, and Kevin Martin will be eliminated unless he wins this game against Gushue.
Well,
Just peel it out.
that wasn't that far apart, though.
Okay.
To get rid of one.
You can even get cute and make the double if you want.
Yep.
I wouldn't get too cute here.
I'd be eliminating rocks.
Just peel it out.
Make sure you get it.
They talked about maybe hitting the back one, the wide open one.
What did yours run like down here, Mark? Make sure we clean this real good. I seen it. You threw an intern down here a couple ends ago. No, you threw a peel down here. Oh yeah, okay, so that's good? Yeah.
Brad Gushue and his first as we play the skip stones in the 9.
Yep. Hard! Hey! Never mind. Boy, shoot, Mark.
Well, the run back by Mark really was a big shot.
Knew I was on the rock.
Especially bouncing the one into the open. Although it didn't get rid of both, that means that Brad has that open hit in the back 4-foot rock.
Just back 4, back 8. Okay,
Kevin
good.
Martin in his first. Must win.
Line's real good. Line's good. Sweep for the tee. Go. Tee line. Stop through. Let's go. Tee line. We're back 4, back 8. Whoa, then. Whoa.
Shot.
Yeah. See a little more than I was hoping. See a little bit.
He is pretty confident.
Same shot.
We also want to keep our eye on the game between Pat Ryan and Randy Furby.
Yeah, let's make it.
Pat Ryan and his team out of Kelowna comes in with the 2 losses. Now, right beside them, they've already seen Jeff Stoughton win. So Stoughton stays at 2 losses. Ryan wants to keep pace, and we're down to the final 2 stones. David Nedwin wants to talk a little bit more now with Furby before he throws his last.
Whoa!
Oh!
That was the danger of trying that thin double. You could play the back when you hold the end to 2, and now it's a 1-point game.
I'm amazed they even tried.
I was surprised, and I didn't have a chance to say anything, but I mean, hindsight's a great thing, but I mean, you play the wide open one, the best he can get is 2.
And we were talking about it, the fact that Mark Nichols bounced the yellow one to the back center line area. Left you that easy shot.
That's it.
That is a little bit of life for Kevin Martin.
Is it ever?
2 down, coming home.
A little light. Go.
Now it's only 1. You give up a deuce, you're 2 up with the hammer.
Oh boy, now don't pull a string on this. Come on, you got to drag it. You got the chance. For the 3. And a little bit of life. So decision made. And David Nedwin getting ready for his last.
And Pat Ryan has not had anything set up this end. There was the long guard up for a long time. And Randy Furby got some rocks in behind it. Ryan's team crashed on a guard early and have been really chasing these Yellowstones the rest of the end.
No.
I'm a little surprised that Russ didn't talk him into playing the wide open one. I know that you know you're on a roll and you're making everything, but you know, I mean, he could have just as easily, I guess, made the double. But
well, I like the
peeled
end.
it out, but you could only see.
Like your center there, it's going to curl just a little. Hey?
So Pat Ryan talking to Jim Cotter about his final stone double for the win.
Yeah, be an easy shot for the tie, but they're going for the double.
They've seen Stoughton win. They want to keep pace. That brushing sound is Pat Ryan just getting the path clean where he expects that yellow stone at the top of the button to go. Double for the win to stay at 2 losses.
Whoa!
Jim Cotter. Kevin McKenzie on the left, Rick Sawatsky on the right. They haven't put a brush to it, and he'll sail it through. And so it means that Pat Ryan and the team from Kelowna will slip to 3 losses. And it means must win tonight. Meanwhile, this is Morris and Howard will steal 1 in 10. Howard's eliminated, can play spoiler. Morris will have the hammer in the extra.
They're here.
Let's give Tyler's mom her gift.
I can do it.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
My mom says I say thanks.
For those who are always there for you, why not give a Tim Hortons canister, including 5 packets of their favorite coffee for only $10.49 plus tax. Or the mug, only $6.95 plus tax with 1 packet.
Wow, your first gifting nomination. Excited?
Excited for what? Last year she got soap. Now I give her an Old Navy puffer jacket and I get an award.
Jacket, soap, jacket.
The gifting featuring Old Navy outerwear starting at $39.50. How was it to work with the winner for Best Gift from a Dad?
It was amazing. We got these great Old Navy sweaters.
To have a dad like this give gifts like these? It's a miracle. It's the gifting featuring Old Navy sweaters starting at $19.50.
I didn't learn by reading books or anything like that. I learned by playing. When you get online, there's no embarrassment factor. I mean, if you make a bad play, no one's there to laugh at you. You're in the comfort of your own home. You can make mistakes. Poker players have very good memories. When you log on to PokerStars.net, you have virtually unlimited note-taking ability. You're trying to remember, are they aggressive? Do they bluff a lot? Do they call off bluffs? Things like that. You make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes, and the next time you play, you're that much better. I'm Money 800. Come play with me on PokerStars.net.
It's been an interesting 8th draw of men's play here at the Canadian Curling Trials.
Must have
in
the
Halifax.
technology, you think? You're right, I could see the hog line.
Well, the interesting part of that last end is you get sort of caught up in just
I could
shot
see the
by
hog
shot
line just barely,
play, and
really.
Brad Gushue tried the big shot. But if you took a step back and said, if I hit the open one and I'm 2 points ahead with last rock, playing the 10th end, am I ever going to lose? And you would, I'm sure, say no.
I look at it this way. You and I talk about this a lot with teams that I work with, and you and I talk about it. Percentages. In most cases, you should be trying to play the percentages. The odd time, yes, you do. You go with gut feelings and things like that. But that was a kind of a percentage play. Hit the wide open one, hit and stick. He has to hit and stick. You know, for the 2 points. The worst you can be is 2 up coming home with the hammer. So.
Oh no, well, you can hit it next time. It's either split
I mean,
or
once again, it's easy to sit up here and make those decisions.
Same weight.
Brad's made everything all week, and he saw the double in his eye, but it's a play against a percentage.
Round. Little wide.
Yep. Little less.
Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Well.
Whoa.
Jamie Korev.
Close.
Whoa.
Cross the face and tick.
Very nice.
Push it back.
That's well done.
So for the moment, Gushue at 1 loss and leading with the hammer. Morris 1 loss, going to an extra with Glenn Howard and has the hammer. Stoughton has won. He's at 6-2. Pat Ryan has lost. And that's where you can see how important this is to Kevin Martin. He must win this game to stay alive.
And it's looking a lot better for him now than it was an end ago. Having scored that 3, he's still at a disadvantage. He doesn't have last rock, and he's 1 down. But
Kathy?
Well, you heard when I talked to Jeff, him mentioning that, you know, it's hard not to peek and look at the other sheets, and John Morris was making his way down to make his last shot when Kevin Martin was throwing his 3rd and final point on the board and was more focused on sheet A than sheet E. He had a wide open hit and just underthrew it, and you have to wonder, Lou, if it's about the power of concentration slipping a little bit.
It is that kind of day where focus is all important, and if you peek around, you get into the hack and you don't feel as prepared.
Plenty of weight. This one's heavy.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
Let it go.
It's out in the quick stuff.
Let it go.
Clean it. Make sure it's on the center line.
Hold on. We're there. We're there. We're there.
Yeah, we're in. Is it short?
We're short. Yeah, we're short. Come on. We're short. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Come on.
Hard, hard,
Hit.
hard. Okay, okay. Perfect.
Trying to line the guards up so the double peel isn't there.
All right.
Hard. Ball.
Hard.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Clean.
Attaboy. You're right through the break, eh? Slid tight on you.
You wonder if this, in fact, might just rattle someone of Brad Gushue's relative inexperience, I guess, his age, and if the Howard experience will play a factor
Easy,
here.
easy,
Linda.
easy.
It could, Vic. One of the things you have to learn pretty young is how to let go of a mistake.
Heavy,
But at this
heavy,
level,
heavy,
in this
easy.
competition with the
Wow,
big
good.
prize at stake, remember,
Still
this
over.
is to go to the
Easy.
Olympics.
We're
There
over.
is no
We're
runner-up.
over.
You're not here just to get some
We're over.
experience,
Yeah, we
even
gotta
if you're a
get
young
center
player.
line.
You want to
Hard,
go.
come on.
And it's
Hard,
not
come on.
so easy to just let go of something as big as that mistake.
Shot.
Probably make the double there, Mark.
We'll try it.
Try it, yeah. Just make sure of the 1 anyway, eh? This one, Mark.
You know, the one funny thing about it, sometimes when you're calling the game, Vic, and you're standing at the end, it's hard to get rid of that negative energy. Now, he's not brushing this one, but the fact that Brad gets a chance to go down and maybe move up and down the ice a little bit, that is one way physically you can get rid of some of that negative energy that built up by a mistake.
You're absolutely right, as opposed to just standing and thinking
Do your
about
little
it.
left
Yeah,
ice.
I agree. Good comment. You're pretty alert this morning yourself.
Easy, easy, easy. Same weight. Maybe a little more.
Up.
Whoa, Carter. Plenty of weight. Plenty of weight.
Wait for it.
Lots of weight here. No, no, we're heavy. We're heavy. We're heavy. Oh, yeah. Harder the better.
You don't hear many words from Carter.
All right, let's go now. Let's go now. Double time.
No.
He spoke up that time. We're not heavy.
Shooting, Don.
That doesn't look heavy to me. They do want as much separation as possible, and that's what Don is working for. But good shot.
Carter, one of those real nice young guys. Doesn't say very much, just does his job.
Oh, yeah. Gotta go. Come on. Give me the insert. Go, go, go.
And roll the shooter over as far as possible and out of play.
We'll make that, actually. Yeah, no.
That was a little different line, and they almost made the double. They weren't trying it at all. They were trying to roll the shooter away, but it was pretty close.
Kevin with a chance now to get to the top of the button, and we know how the ice comes across, how it breaks, so you can certainly get it fully covered. that guard was longer out, even if you got it to the top of the button, you could get around to the face of it with, you know, back light hack weight and remove it. That's the beauty of this ice. So the guard being tighter, of course, you can still get it covered. And
back 4, back 8.
they can't
lots of
move
room.
it, but they can run it back.
Lots of room.
Now remember, there was
It'll finish.
a 2-point difference. You could be running that guard off and having something with your last one that wasn't quite so tough.
Clean it.
Right on the button, he said.
Off now.
Right on the
Take it
button.
back.
Whoa.
Right on it.
And look at how that snapped. You're right. And it is on the pin. Wow. Did you see Brad Gushue go for a little walk, little pace?
Yeah, he's just got to gather himself here. He's going to
try to run it, I think.
You ever stick? I like peel.
Yep.
Well, this is a decision you have to make. You can try the double, but Russ and Brad chatted for a moment, and they're going to peel. You know Kevin can replace it. They're banking on the fact that Kevin might not make the guard perfectly.
Is he trying to run back?
And have him a little opening to get at that rock on the button.
You don't think he's playing the run back here, Linda?
And he said straight peel.
Okay.
Yep.
Well.
You're right.
Well, my point being, if this was a 2-point difference, if Brad had just hit the open 1 and 9, no matter what Kevin did, you would just be having to remove something to win the game.
Well, because then he's got to hit. Right in front of it. Or,
It doesn't really matter if you... Might as well be here as opposed to here.
yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. Martin's called a timeout.
I think you want to be in, don't you?
Yep. I think so.
If you bring it in, you're leaving him a double, and you're hoping he
Just full
hits
12.
it.
Line's a big thing.
Well, if you show him
Even here, biting is not the worst. Line's a big thing.
Hold on.
Go with the in or the out? Some water here.
Okay.
It sure has picked them up, Martin and Walchuk, hasn't it? I mean, they're...
Well, 2 ends ago, you never thought you'd be in this situation. Kevin was 4 down going into the 9th end. And we talked about the big 3 points and the decision, but huge game for Kevin Martin, obviously. We've talked about that in detail as well. If he loses, he's out. So this is a little breath he's got.
Just deciding if we should show him a solid half.
Give it a go. Try to get right in front of him. What girls plan?
I'm just thinking if you can make a guy throw a little less weight, maybe tap it or something, rather than...
No, he'd be running.
He'd be running gun no matter where we throw it.
I think if you put it in, he's going to be trying the double. If you left it short,
Thumb ball, no more.
and of course he would have to try the draw tap.
You're not going to fool him by... If it's in the rings at all and they're lying 2, he's going to be trying the double.
Should be there.
Go ahead. We're just short right now.
Go ahead.
Hit it.
Top
Line's
12.
real good. Line's good.
Okay, line's good. Line's
Get
good.
over curl of anything. Yep.
Hard, come on.
It's hard.
Hard.
Hard. Gotta get it here.
Come on, Carter.
Well, it's got to be in the ring.
Come on.
Trying to drag it as far as they can.
Well, that was supposed to be in, and it's over curled.
Oh, it's got to be in.
Exact same throw.
He can see half of it. Take a look at the center line, and
Oh, is there?
Pull over half. Picture something. Pick it out.
there's a good look at it. Just needs to pick it out.
Make it go away for the win.
I think something must have happened to Kevin Stone because it almost looked like it lost its
Little more,
handle.
Russ. A little more.
A little more ice.
A little more.
Keep an eye on Mark Nichols and Jamie Korab. Needs to pick it. They haven't laid a brush to it. Needs to pick it, grab a bit of it, get some of it. For the win, Brad Gushue out of the St. John's Curling Club. Got a big scare from Kevin Martin with 3 in the 9th. But he'll win it to go to 7-1.
Hi, everybody back home.
And Kevin Martin.
Hey, guys, thanks a lot.
Has been eliminated from the playoffs here at these curling trials. And now we go to the other side of the Metro Center. And John Morris. You had to look over and see the shot.
I think so, yeah.
Now in a 6-6 tie, playing the extra with Glenn Howard. He has the ham. This will be his first, looking for the win to keep himself tied. And then they'll play for the first place tonight.
Never, never, never.
They decided to draw. There is one of their stones out in front. They could have tried to run back, but if they happen to miss it, Howard could guard.
He's got great line. It's going to curl enough, or he's just going to tick it.
On the corner, rolls away, and he'll sit for shot.
Just get to the nose of it. Eh? I like hack. Just hack, eh?
Tap it through. He bounced off it, and he wanted to sit right on it.
One of it just back ring, maybe.
You probably want to play this as quietly as you can.
Yeah,
Same
because
reason.
if I roll at all, it's a gimme.
That's right. You don't want to roll.
Right?
Makes the
I just really got to bump them.
the spot so much easier to get to.
It would help if we counted out.
Yeah, okay. So just hack. Just hack.
Just hack weight, touch it back, kind of sit over on top of your own, roll over, take the right over on the Tim Hortons.
Just hack.
That's an interesting
Just
comment from Richard, because
Gotta
there is a
kinda get to the
Yellowstone
inside
on
of it,
the
eh?
edge of the 12, and if a big run back was made on the 2 and the 4 foot, for example, if John Morris decided that was the best way out of this situation, if he didn't stick it, it would be that little Yellowstone on the side that counts. So that's why, rather than playing a draw, they're going to try and move the redstone completely out and sit 3.
Solid hack.
Hack weight.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Whoa.
Craig Saville, Brent Lang, the front end of this team from the Coldwater and District Curling Club. To sit 3. And now you can't beak it. You can't hit it on the nose. You wouldn't be shot, would you?
If you just hit it a little on the outside, you'll tick the back one and maybe move both those 2 yellow. If your shooter doesn't roll too far.
Too late.
Yeah, Glenn knows it. Too late.
Okay.
He, like
We gotta hit it.
Kevin
We gotta
Martin,
hit 2/3.
4 losses.
Okay.
Too many.
Yeah. Just hack. Okay.
Well, they've talked a lot about the a newfound calmness and newfound composure of John Morris here. He's not full of fire as he was a few years ago, such as those trials when it all fell apart in that game against Russ Howard. We'll see if he can find some of that calmness here. Trying to keep pace with Brad Gushue, who has gone to 7-1.
Yeah. Whoa.
The weight's perfect.
He has to touch both of those yellow rocks for this to work.
He just needs some movement. It's not going to come enough.
Move it across the face. Will not. And Glenn Howard will steal the win and hand John Morris a second loss.
You guys are playing great. Let's go.
Brad Gushue. Thumbs up. His team is all alone in first place. He's making headlines here in Halifax.
He's cute. He's charming. He's two. In other words, my son's a monster. My monster's name is Simon. While he runs, jumps, and turns the house upside down, I film him, edit clips, make DVDs, email movies to the grandparents, and everyone else I know. Because everyone loves a good monster movie.
Start something epic. Start anything you like with a world of software and devices that run on Windows.
You've never heard anything like Sirius Satellite Radio.
It feels like you get every song ever made. Rock, pop, hip-hop, no commercials.
We get a ton of music, no commercials. It's comedy, no bleeps. You know what I'm saying?
If it involves a uniform, a stick, a ball, bang, it's right in there.
Bang! NHL is in there.
It's the best thing I ever put in my car. Next to him.
It's flat out better than regular radio.
With 100 channels, it's more than just radio. It's Sirius Satellite Radio. Find out where to get Sirius at SiriusCanada.ca.
We go on a guy's getaway every year, and putting it together can be pretty thankless if it isn't just right.
Guys, come on. They said it was nice.
So this year I planned it. I used Expedia.ca. I saw all our options for the trip to Miami. The hotel's got a poolside bar, it's close to the clubs. I even booked an airboat tour of the Everglades. This time it's gonna be great.
Jeff, you had me in the same room as Positano?
Expedia.ca. Flights, hotels, car rentals, packages. Your trip, your way.
The Tragically Hip, your favorites. It's the first ever collection from Canada's greatest rock and roll band. This 2-CD set features 35 digitally remastered classics plus 2 brand new songs. Also available is the Hip's first ever DVD, That Night in Toronto, capturing 24 riveting live performances. The Tragically Hip, your favorites, only $14.99, and That Night in Toronto, only $10.99 at Best Buy and BestBuy.ca.
They're here.
Let's give Tyler's mom her gift.
I can do it.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
My mom says I say thanks.
For those who are always there for you, why not give a Tim Hortons canister, including 5 packets of their favorite coffee for only $10.49 plus tax. Or the mug, only $6.95 plus tax with 1 packet.
You know, I just love what you've done with your home theater.
Excuse me, is your restroom this way?
No, actually, right down the hall.
TV, phone call.
I'm stuffed.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
LG's plasma and LCD screens feature our XD engine, producing the ultimate viewing experience. They also produce a crowd. When you have amazing picture quality in the size you want, life's good.
Close shave. That's irritating.
Better buy Barbasol.
Close Shave Barbasol blocks skin irritation. Lets you go for the comfortable close shave of your life.
Close. Who's next?
Love close? Hate irritation? Better buy Barbasol.
So after 8 draws of men's play, 4 teams remain alive for the 3. And remember that 3 playoff spots in these trials. Tonight, Brad Gushue, John Morris meet in draw 9. That will be for first place. The other thing to keep in mind, Pat Ryan at 3 losses. He must win his last game, and then he'll need some help. Everyone else, those 4 losses, you see, remember, past 2 trials. Told you earlier in the week, past 2 trials, in fact, 4 losses would be too many. Kathy is with Russ Howard and Brad Gushue.
Well, all week we've talked about the synergy between these 2 men. Russ, first of all, let's look at 9. What happened?
Well, I missed a peel. The second stone screwed up to start with, but Brad just he tried a really tough double. It was a tough shot, and we jumped on it early, and he threw it right through the break. He threw it nice and clean, but he threw it right through the break, really, basically. You know,